चलो लेट्स गो, वी आर लाइव। हाँ ठीक है, लॉगिन मिशन विल डू। अभी मेरे पास बहुत टाइम है ना, 164 तो मेरे पास फजाइल नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं, कर लेंगे अपने मेन टारगेट पे फोकस। परवेज वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। और बताओ परवेज कैसे हो? ये शायद खत्म कर दिया ना मैंने, चेक कर लो। हाँ खत्म है ये। लैंड ऑफ वाइब्रेंट, इसको 31% की प्रोग्रेस है। इसको कितने दिन है? सब बहुत दिन अभी। ये कुछ देगी? नॉट दैट आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन। बाय द वे, स्ट्रीम पे आ गए हो तो लाइक कर ही दो यार, समझ लो। और हम अपने मोड पे चलते हैं जिसके लिए हमने मेन स्ट्रीम करी है, जिसके लिए हम आज हमारे दिन का टारगेट है, जिसके जो हमें खत्म करना है। शिलोनेन का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट। वी वांट टू गेट दिस थिंग डन कैसे भी। मैं भी बढ़िया हूँ। कैंसल नेविगेशन ये नहीं करना है। ओके ये रेड वाले भी जाना है सारा। बाय द वे गाइस, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भैया मैं घर पर हूँ तो आज के कंटेंट्स और डिलीट कर देना, ठीक है? कर दूंगा, ठीक है। अबे मैट्रिक्स,
that little kid is crying. Wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong.
Okay, let's go. Hello, Kijo. What's the matter?
Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet.
ये पाइमॉन बहुत बोलती है, पता है मुझे भी, पाइमॉन बहुत बोलती है। और
But they
गाइस
said they don't
लाइक
have
का
people
बटन
to
दबा दो।
spare.
वाह लेलुश भैया वाह,
Plus,
क्या
that
बात है।
area's super
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
dangerous, with tons of monsters and bad guys. they have to
क्या
finish
करे,
making
जंक्शन वालों ने
preparations
दे दिया भाई
before they
किला
can try to rescue her.
कि पैच में करो तो
It'll
एक्स्ट्रा
be too
प्रीमोस देंगे,
late
वरना
by
साले
then.
प्रीमोस ही नहीं दे रहे तो क्या करें, करना पड़ रहा है।
So, you'll help?
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
Great. I'll just make a quick sketch to show you where the guards went earlier.
ओके आई होप अच्छा होगा इसका।
They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here.
ऐसा क्या?
She might have been forced to
जा
go
रहा,
near the
मैं क्रिंज
shadow
हो
pen.
रहा बहुत।
If that's the case, then...
अभी बोलूंगा तो बहुत बड़ा विवाद हो जाएगा, पर क्या ही बोलूंगा यार।
Please, you have
मैट्रिक्स,
to save her.
मेरा वाईफाई छक्का है या स्ट्रीम? तुम्हारा वाईफाई तुम पे गया है बिल्कुल, समझ लो। तो क्या ही होगा, इस बार तो कुछ आया ही नहीं ना। अरे मतलब ये दिया ना कि ये टाइम लिमिट में करो तो ये एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा, नहीं करोगे तो नहीं मिलेगा बोनस अवार्ड। ये बोनस अवार्ड वाली चीज़ है ना ये टाइम लिमिट नहीं करके देनी चाहिए थी। दे रहे हो यार, दे दो भाई, क्या बवासीर करके दिया कि स्टोरी को सारी स्टोरी को करने पड़ रहा है। ये तो कर दे, इसमें मैंने नहीं करा था ना, वही करना मुझे। तो कहाँ गया भाई नेविगेशन का ऑप्शन ब्रो? वेयर इज दिस नेविगेशन? क्वेस्ट अनलॉक टेम्पलेट रेजोनेंस। And where the hell am I? Let's see. I'm here. और भाई अपना बोला तो फिर मैं भी दो प्यारे से दूंगा। पता है ना मैट्रिक्स, अभी ना तू बोल, तू कर ले, कोशिश करके देख ले। मुझे लग रहा है अगर तू बच जाएगा मेरे से, क्योंकि मैं वाईटी पे स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, तो वो लगा है। अभी मुझे घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है वाईटी स्ट्रीम का या किसी उसका, तो तू मेरे को 30 दिन की छुट्टी दी, मैं दुखी था, फिर मेरे को गॉड जोन की शिलोनन दिख गए, तो पता है मेरे से ज्यादा दुखी इंसान भी एग्जिस्ट करता है। वो उसने पता नहीं क्यों करा है, मुझे भी नहीं पता। वो लिटरली क्या रीजनिंग थी।
According to the map, we should be getting close. Let's search the area. Stay on your toes, though, traveler.
अबे रोज स्ट्रीम खत्म होने से पहले जाना है मेरे को, क्यों बाद में ऑफ स्ट्रीम देखेंगे। है तो मुझे ऑफ स्ट्रीम देखोगे सच में मैट्रिक्स? ले जाओ। लेजिट गॉड जोन है, लकड़ी क्यों पड़ी हो, जॉइंट पे आ जा। वही ना, पता नहीं क्या सोच के उसने लिया था, क्यों पता ही नहीं। हेलो गुरु, तो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम बडी।
Look, over there! That Master Chevin?
Where did you come from? So
Comes the hunted.
Well, they didn't put up much of a
लेट्स
fight.
सी C6 कर लेगा तो बढ़िया होगा, एक लेजेंड एटलीस्ट कुछ तो रहेगा कहने के लिए। जब
Thank you so much.
झाड़
I thought I
में
wasn't
गया
gonna make
है
it down
तो
this mountain alive.
पूरा ही ले लो, ज्यादा अच्छा है।
Saved by the traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today.
Yes, your luck
Sorry.
is not at
Let
all
me
bad.
introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
Well, Limix
She
asked
did, huh?
this to help you out.
I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters.
Oh.
I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
Well, that's what I do.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka.
And now who are they?
Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a
Matrix
former
interest के
ancient
साथ
name
जा।
artisan. And Nechka is her daughter.
Yeah, interest का subject. Oh, former ancient name artisan nature, so she craft ancient names.
That's right. Or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging commissions.
Oh, Nietzsche is the name of Shilonen.
Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful
Huh?
illness. And Tlasoli put everything aside to take care
Why
of her.
TP क्यों बाद में और
Even
से
as
यही
Nechka's
है?
illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, still.
उसकी कौन सी
All's
चाय
well that
है?
ends
वो
well.
बात-
Thanks to the
चलो तो
doctor's
देखिए।
medicine and the
याद नहीं आ रही
YOP's
है मुझे।
protection, Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. but she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
और वही आपका एक प्यारा सा पेपर मैग्मा नाम का, वो मैं साइंस लेने की बोलता हूँ तो बोलता है, तेरे से नहीं होगा। कॉमन बोलता तो बोलता है इसको मेरा मार्गदर्शन करे। वाह, मार्गदर्शन क्या करे, उसको बोल कॉलेज और स्कूल स्कूल छोड़, क्या फायदा।
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore. What a nice
इंटरेस्ट
gift.
मेरा जिस चीज
Paimon
में है
hopes
उसकी
it
कोई
helps you
लाइन
feel
नहीं है।
better.
अच्छा,
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate
कौन
your
सी
well
चीज में
wishes.
इंटरेस्ट है, कौन सी चीज में
Alright,
इंटरेस्ट है बताओ,
let's head
मैं
back.
बताता हूँ उसकी
I'm
लाइन
sure
है या नहीं।
Amish is worried
शायद हो
sick.
सकता है मैंने सुनी हुई हो।
Actually, why don't you come
लिख
with me
लिख
to
लिख
visit
चैट में लिख
Tlasoli
बिंदास
tomorrow?
लिख।
It's all thanks to you that
ज्यादा
I
ज्यादा
managed to
गाली
bring
खाएगा
back
ना,
the
क्या
crystal.
होगा देखते हैं।
You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
उसको क्या बोलूं, लेना तो मुझे है। अच्छा, well I just hope
That's
it
right.
makes me
A
better
good
happy.
mood makes for a quick recovery. And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
बताना भी बोल रहे हैं कि क्या मार्गदर्शन करूं तो कैसे करूं, बताना पड़ेगा ना उसके लिए तुम्हें। डोंट टेल मी दिस इज डन। वाह, फर्स्ट पार्ट में इतना ही था, उसने तो ले लिए कॉमर्स।
Time to go.
Bring it!
इशिता 1500 में कंडेंस स्पाइनल फ्लूइड ओके चलो ठीक है। आई वांट टू रीड दिस। 7 देखते हैं।
Oh, you're early.
जो बंदा
Looking forward
बेसिक
to your
मैथ में
gift?
भी 33 ला रहा उसने कॉमर्स में भी। Well, we are just happy to visit.
That's right.
I'm
Nechka's
just
been
happy.
so sick, and Tlasoli had to give up what she loves. Things might get better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story niche? I'll be right back.
Okay, let's see second part. First part तो बहुत छोटा निकला, second part नहीं 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 यार, गलत जजमेंट। Well, still अबे एक सेकेंड, बाहर है, मैं यहाँ क्यों जा रहा हूँ, जाना बाहर ही है तो।
All right.
चल भाई
Here we are.
इजी है
Nice house, right? Give me a sec. I'll go knock.
ऐसा क्या फिर नॉक इट अप
Flasoli, open up! They're here! Flasoli? Are you home?
राजोली
Open the door! That's strange. Huh. The door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
What if something happened to the two of them? What if Nachka got worse again?
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Nechka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a tapetlosaur nest.
चैपेट्सली सॉर्ट्स ओके
That's right.
हाँ
Tlasoli
चन्नया
has a
वाला
Tapetli-saur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu?
Yango
When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes. Something
well let's take a closer look
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the tapetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see. Huh, there really is a tapetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
इतनी तेज सांस
Uh,
सांस की आवाज
Paimon still doesn't
नहीं।
see any sign of Tlasoli.
पागल है क्या कुछ और आ रही होगी कैरेक्टर क्या आ रही होगी मेरी आवाज आएगी नहीं
Hey, traveler! Paimon!
That's Chevin's voice.
now what happened like someone next
Come
to
down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh?
अच्छा
We just got up.
इतनी
Why
तेज
is the
नहीं है मेरी
tapetlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run, you'll hit us!
मरना ही है तो ऐसे कहाँ मरता है उसमें रहेगा
Come here.
डिप्रेशन में क्यों जाना है
Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be
रीजन
hungry.
चाहिए तुम्हें
Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later.
किस लिए
All
कैसा
right,
रीजन
run along and
चाहिए
play.
घर वालों को देने के लिए
I'll come along in a sec.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nachka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She
Oh,
said she just
no,
wanted to pick some
11th.
flowers for our guests.
तो 10th का
But
बोर्ड
she ended up
अभी
getting
गायब
lost
क्यों
along
स्टेज
the
चाहिए
way.
इसलिए टाइम है बस
Luckily, I met...
Yeah, Chevin told us she was...
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help. So she ended up
पेपर
with a
दोगे
slight
जिसमें
fever.
समझ में आ
I
जाएगा
gave her
पेपर
some
देने में कि
medicine
तुम्हें
and
किधर
now she's
देना
in
है घर आई नहीं
But
कि घर वाले
it's nothing
जहाँ
a
भी
good night's
चली
rest
जा
can't
वहाँ भी
fix.
चली जा उफ
That said, she won't be able
चली
to
जाओ
meet you today.
कौन रोक रहा है तुम्हें
I'm
घर
sorry
वाले
you
तो
came
कह
all
रहे
this way
जाने
for
के लिए
nothing.
जाना ही तो है उसमें क्या
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check.
Well, she can at least speak to me and go about her day
नहीं
normally. That's already more than a...
Hey, cheer up! This is supposed to be a happy
अभी
occasion.
मॉड कौन सा मॉड दिख रहा है तुम्हें इसी टाइप तो दिख रहा
We
है
do appreciate that she tried to
बोर हो
welcome us
जाऊंगी
with flowers.
Yeah, what did you get us?
फिलहाल तो बच्चा भी तो हो रखा है
Well, it's a blaze gem
उम्र में।
inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name
अच्छा।
forging.
मत बनो
Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me.
मत
The
बनो अभी
process just uses a
10
few of the
10वीं में
same
हो
techniques
10वीं
and
वाला
materials.
हालत रखो इतना मैच्योर
When
बनने
I
की
first
जगह
made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested
अरे
using the crystals to make a special kind of
अरे
ornament.
क्या पसंद है मुझे
Blaze
कैसे
gem
पता तुम्हें
inscriptions
स्ट्रीम बता दूं
made by an ancient
जब
name
तुम्हें पसंद है वो
artisan,
बताओगे तब तो कुछ
engraved
कहूंगा ना
with
आगे
words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't
पढ़े
you
पढ़े
think?
आगे जाके गेम खेलने के लिए कोई स्ट्रीम थोड़ी ना है
Wow, that description really does make it seem.
Tlasoli's blaze
तो
gem inscriptions
मुझे क्या
really
पता
are
बता
special, though.
क्या करता है
Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed
Ah.
along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the
क्या बता
test
नहीं
of
सकता जो
time.
है वही बता
The
नया थोड़ी ना कुछ
inscription
बता
will
दोगे
never deteriorate.
या
and the
तुमने
meaning
ऐसा
will
कुछ
never
सोच
get
लिया जो
twisted.
किसी और ने दुनिया में आज तक सोचा नहीं
It's
होगा
the
ऐसा
perfect
नहीं
gift for a
ऐसा नहीं
dear
है
friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
Paimon's interested. Let's buy one, traveler.
अच्छा
We can engrave our names onto it.
हाँ
Then, once we find your brother, we can get him to add his name as well.
तुम्हें
That
आगे
way,
जाके क्या
our names will be together forever.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
ह्यूमैनिटीज
Chevin, I thought I told you.
ह्यूमैनिटीज से तुम कर सकते हो ऐसा नहीं कि
Don't you
ह्यूमैनिटीज
start
से लेना
acting
ही
shy
नहीं
too,
है
Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है
I'll have
लेकिन
it ready as
तुम्हारे
soon as
हिसाब की
possible.
मतलब नहीं है लेकिन लग नहीं
Then,
रहा कि तुम
I'll
लोगों
have
के
you do
लिए
the inscription yourself.
ह्यूमैनिटीज
Nechka should be
से
well by then.
जा
She'll
सकते
be
हो
very
काफी
excited to
चीजें
meet you.
हैं ऐसा नहीं है कि ह्यूमैनिटीज से लाइन नहीं है अब
Whoa,
ह्यूमैनिटीज में भी
let's not
तुम्हारा
get ahead of
एरिया
ourselves.
किसमें है
We
उसमें
don't
भी
even know
बहुत
how
चीजें होती हैं
expensive that would be. You sure we have
ह्यूमैनिटीज में
enough
जाओगे
travel
हिस्ट्री
funds?
के साथ अगर ह्यूमैनिटीज है
Hold on.
तो
This is a
आर्कियोलॉजी
part
बन
of some
सकते हो
scheme to make us
खुदाई वाले
spend all of our mora,
पढ़ा
right?
सकते हो
Kevin?
You never know. You do look like you
जो
have
कि
some savings
बहुत
to
बर्बाद चीज
spare.
होगी ठीक है
No, don't listen to that, traveler. You'll end up
Humanity
losing all
में-
your mora.
एक बहुत
In
कॉमन
any
चीज हो
case, it's
जाएगा
up to
एचआर
you.
का काम होगा
Oh no,
चलो
it's
कुछ
the
नहीं है
Tapatlosaur again. Quick,
अबे जो पसंद है वो बताओ
If you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my blaze gem inscription.
ओके लेट्स
I
गो
dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay.
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin,
स्लट सोली
for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once
बाप क्या करते
everything's
हैं?
ready, traveler.
पापा तो क्या करते तुम्हारे
Maybe we'll even line it up with Nechka's birthday.
अबे तो
can
ज्यादा
even
से
have a
ज्यादा
little
तुम्हारी
party.
वही है जो अभी के हालात है कि
Oh,
तुम
that
वही
sounds
करोगे जो
great.
पापा कर
We
रहे हैं
look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure
बताना
we're ready to eat.
मेरे क्या जा रहा है
Anyway, see you around, Flasoli.
नहीं मुझे नहीं बताया और ना मैंने कभी पूछा है
Look after yourselves. Nechka is going to be so happy to meet you.
यूनाइट का तो पता नहीं माइनक्राफ्ट था पता नहीं यूनाइट माइनक्राफ्ट का सर्वर बनाना है पर वही है माइनक्राफ्ट में फिर से करना पड़ेगा टाइम लगेगा माइनक्राफ्ट के लिए सब अच्छा अरे बोलेगा तब तो सुनूंगा ना
It's been several eventful days now. Wonder if Tlasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Neshka's birthday is around the corner, let's
अरे
go
तो आगे
check
बता,
it.
आगे OnePlus के आगे.
Shilonen, good thing you're here.
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a
क्या क्या
break.
गया उसकी?
Yes,
Screen के अलावा?
but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just...
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like
इतने में
this,
तुम लोगों का
customers
ये
don't
हाल
tend
है,
to stick
पता नहीं।
around and talk when they're
बड़े
coming
हो,
to place orders
अगर
or
हो गए
pick up the
गलती से,
goods.
तब तो मर जाओगे तुम लोग.
Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
तुम मर जाओ, कौन रोक रहा है तुम्हें?
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonen!
सही तो समझेगा
Oh,
लेकिन.
traveler, Paimon! We meet again.
Yes.
Oh, you two seem to be in good
And
spirits.
so do you, Shilonen.
How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues? Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though I've already turned it over to you, there are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issue.
So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well,
ये मुझे
less than the
जलाएगा.
chances of
तुम्हारे जलाने
Mulan
वाले दिन जा चुके
accidentally
हैं बहुत
falling off a
पहले.
spiritway, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the axe, Shilonen. Thanks a lot. By the
Hey.
way, Nichka's birthday's coming up
तो
real
बस आना ही
soon.
था.
Are you planning to
होना
visit
था.
her?
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or let me guess,
Garden
woodworking tools?
Yeah, that's right.
Did I-
Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I
फोन
will
में
be
कोई गेम
giving
तुम्हारे लिए
Nichka any tools this
पीसी का
year.
गेम है.
She wrote me a
खेलूंगा भी
letter
तुम पीसी
saying
का.
that
तुम
she'd
फोन में
like
वैसे
a
भी नहीं खेल
copy
पाओगे.
of To Kill the Brave.
माइनक्राफ्ट ही है जो
The
खेल
book is
पाओगे.
not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old
Valorant
editions that were
emulate हो जाता
published
है.
a long time ago.
जो मैं खेल रहा
But
हूँ.
they should still be.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last
हाँ,
time
तो
I was
Valorant
at
मोबाइल आएगा
Castoli's,
देखेंगे
even
Valorant
brought
मोबाइल के लिए
Nate
तब खेल लेना.
uh,
पर कब आए?
huh.
तब क्या होगा पता नहीं.
What
वेलो
did I
मोबाइल.
bring her again?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your
हाँ तो
name?
पीस वो अलग होगा वेलो मोबाइल
My
और
memory
वेलो
can't be
पीसी.
this bad. It's just these last few days.
क्या पता मोबाइल अलग खेल
I've
सकता
been
हूँ.
forgetting
देखते हैं.
things for some odd
मैं-
reason.
मेरा यही है ना मूड तो खराब
Well,
होता है
in
इसकी
that
वजह
case,
से.
why don't you use the Blaze
PU
Gem
में खेलने के
inscription
लिए
you
वो
have
है
as a
नहीं.
memo to engrave some important things to remember?
मूड खराब
After
होता
all,
है
that
PU में.
inscription will never wear out.
चूतिया पाओ, कुछ
And
नहीं
it's
PU.
easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription.
उसके
You know, just some dreams that I
इतने
have for
pro
the
player होने
future
चाहिए
and
अभी.
things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Trasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves.
क्या बात है.
Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
स्टोरी क्वेस्ट में साउंड दिया है
Sounds
ये
kinda like
बढ़िया
a
है.
wish granter.
ये अच्छी चीज
But if
है.
you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes
वरना
and
साला
dreams?
सच में बोर हो जाता.
Don't worry. We usually ask Catholi to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text.
Use?
Without the right angle of
You're
lighting,
watching.
the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
दोबारा करेंगे जब
That's true.
फिर आ
In
जाएंगे
the
उसमें क्या
end,
है.
a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially
होगा.
just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes.
हाँ तो मैं
Making
ही नहीं
wishes
कर रहा
to
हूँ तो
it
कहाँ
is
से होगा?
like
करूंगा
shouting
जब
into
आएगा।
an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement.
है ना वो नहीं।
Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and take your wishes back, that is. These things are
माइनक्राफ्ट
extremely
करना
durable.
शुरू तो
It would
करा था,
take
कांड
a
तो हो
lot
गया,
of effort to
वरना
change the
माइनक्राफ्ट तो
world.
चल रहा होता।
And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. Still, it's really strange, given
तो
Auntie's
तुम
skill.
लोग क्या हो?
How could it take
बच्चे
so
ही
long
हो तो
for
हो,
her to
और
make
किसको खेलना है?
It's true. Kevin would totally have put it in here. Still, I don't think it's a bad thing to slowly make money by selling these.
हाँ तो
At
वो
least
नए
he and
नए
Nate have
यही
it
होना
off
था।
now. And don't have to worry about the cost of treating their illness anymore. I was really worried about their family first. And because he was planning to send them some...
पता है? वैलो भी खेलते साथ।
What was they planning to send to Nate again?
क्या बोला?
This memory of mine.
Alright, if you stay up
क्या
late for
बोला?
any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
अबे तेरी उम्र के ही हैं
Right.
बच्चे।
Please give my regards to Tlasoli and Nate.
जा पटाखे उनके साथ तू भी छोड़ा।
What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernley to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nechka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
है नहीं।
Oh,
Ronnie
yeah, sure,
कट
but I
होके आ
didn't
रहा है
expect
गेम
you
का
to know
OS।
Tlasoli too.
अबे रुको यार, एक
She
मिनट अगर कट
hasn't
होके
been
आ रहा
coming to the tribe much
करते हैं
lately, so
कुछ।
how did you get a chance to talk with her?
रुको अब बात देख ही लेते। हर बार हो गया है, गेम का आवाज कट रहा है।
Oh, so that's how you met her.
अगर
She
अभी
even
ठीक
wants
है
to
तो
use
ये इधर
volcanic
गेम का
crystal
है।
as a fortune.
गेम
Then
का है या
let's just
स्ट्रीम
go
का
and
है,
ask.
वो मेरे हाथ में
Come on.
नहीं है।
I want to give her
अगर
the
वो
book
लगातार
anyway.
कट रहा है तो फिर रॉनी कुछ और है, फिर वो मैं देख सकता हूँ। बीच में कट रहा है
Wait
और
a second.
सही हो गया अभी,
Gift's supposed to
तो
be
फिर
a
या तो
surprise.
तुम्हारे नेट का है या स्ट्रीम का होगा। गेम में भी कुछ
If
नहीं
we
कर पाऊंगा
ask
मैं,
Nechka, then she'll know
तो
what
वो
gift we'll
आईटी
be
का
giving
दिक्कत है,
her. And
कुछ नहीं
that
कर
would ruin
सकते।
the surprise.
But if you
लगातार नहीं
don't
ना,
ask
फिर वो
her,
स्ट्रीम का
then how
पंगा
will you
होगा
know
या
what kind
तुम्हारे
of
नेट का
present
पंगा
she would
होगा, दो में
like?
से किसी एक चीज का होगा।
Here's
बाय द वे
another
वेलकम टू
idea.
द स्ट्रीम।
Perhaps you can
लाइक नहीं
also
कराया,
give her
लाइक
a
कर दो
store
जल्दी
But
से
shouldn't we give
अगर
it
अभी
a
तक।
little more thought? If we
स्ट्रीम
all give
परफेक्ट
her books,
है
it
तो
might
फिर
seem
नेट
like
का
we
होगा
didn't
पंगा, फिर
put
तुम्हारे
much
रॉनी
effort
ले
in.
लो, उसको भी
Shilonen,
सही दिख
have
रहा
you
है।
really never asked her what she would
नेट
like
का है
the
तो
most?
कुछ नहीं कर सकते ना,
There must be something else she'd like besides books.
तो एक को
Unfortunately,
कैसे सुनाई पड़
no.
रहा।
Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it.
मंगाना है,
Worst case
माइक कवर
scenario,
मंगा
I can
लूंगा।
split the book into 2
शायद से
volumes and we can
अगले
each
महीने
give her
मंगाऊंगा यार,
one.
बहुत खर्चे हो रखे हैं ऑलरेडी इस महीने में। वो है हेलो जगह बाय।
Terrible.
आर्कॉन नहीं चल रहा,
Don't
आर्कॉन तो
like
खत्म हो गया था,
even
स्टोरी
try.
क्वेस्ट है शिलोनेन का।
Let's just go ask Nechka. Even though it would
साइक्लोन
ruin the
का
surprise,
मामला
we
सब
could
सही
at
हो
least
गया,
get her something that would make her happy.
बढ़िया। मतलब बाय द वे गाइस, अगर लाइक नहीं
Anyway,
किया स्ट्रीम
can
को,
you tell us
वापस
a
एक
bit more
रिमाइंडर
about
दे रहा
the
हूँ,
book
कर
that
दो
you're
लाइक
getting
जल्दी
her?
से,
Is it
जिसने भी नहीं
really
करा।
that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually
इवेंट कर
2
लिया क्या?
versions of To Kill the Brave.
इवेंट
The
एक
premise
खत्म
of the
हो गया
book
है,
is
एक बचा
pretty
है,
straightforward.
वाला कर
It's
देंगे।
basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord.
जिसने नहीं किया उनके लिए
But
बोल रहा
after
हूँ।
defeating the demon lord, the older brother
6
To
की वॉचिंग पे
Kill
6 लाइक समझ में
discovers
नहीं
that
आ
the
रहा, इसलिए
king's
बोल रहा हूँ।
spirit has possessed his younger brother Remak.
ठीक है।
In the
हम
ending of
क्या
the
बोल रहे हैं,
original story,
मैट्रिक्स
the older brother
सब
kills
से-
his younger brother to defeat the demon lord before jumping into a volcano.
ओ भाई ऐसा क्या? वो बहुत बड़ी कहानी है, इतना पढ़ भी नहीं पाऊंगा।
I
थोड़ा बहुत
remember there was
होगा,
one line that was super
इग्नोर करके
popular at the
डिप्रेस कर
time.
दिया मुझे।
If I still
जाओ जाके
remember
कूद जाओ
right,
कहीं से।
after being possessed by the goddess Kuatlikwe, Remak said, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash,
मैं येलो
but
जोन
I
में
have
था, इसलिए
seen the
कुछ
light of
नहीं
your
हुआ।
heart and spirit.
ओह, चलो फिर तो
Remember
सही
my
है।
name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
हम्म,
The
story
other
क्या
version
दूसरा
was
version क्या?
released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves.
फिर भाई
The
हैप्पी
store
एंडिंग भी
owners
नहीं
desperately
चाहिए,
tried to get rid of the book
ये भी नहीं
and have
चाहिए, तो
resorted
जिंदगी
to
में
all
चाहिए क्या
sorts
फिर
of
तुम लोगों को?
promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find.
रेड जोन में ही
Anyway, I
कुछ हुआ
couldn't
है,
bring
बट
myself to
ऑरेंज
give such a
येलो में कुछ
poorly
नहीं
rated
हुआ.
book to Nichka,
Thank
so
you.
I spent a few days looking and
अच्छी
managed
बात
to
है,
find
this
a
is
few
the good
copies of the old edition, and I
कि
picked out a copy that
अब
looked
साइक्लोन
relatively
है,
new
करा क्या जा
and
सकता
wrapped
है,
it
वो
up as a
आना है तो वो
present
तो
for
आएगा ही.
Nichka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra
चलो
copy to
भाई.
read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it.
Sure, Salon, and I would love to, and thank you for giving me the book.
Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Well, you can read
Okay,
me to
but
them.
you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
अच्छा.
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Well, let's go, Shilona. Okay, Act 3 started. चलो, 2 खत्म, Act 3 Act शुरू. Finally, हम लोग डर गए थे इसलिए ऑरेंज जोन से येलो जोन पे आ गए. हाँ यार, ये चीज़ तो है भाई, थोड़ा सा कि मूव होते रहना पड़ता है साइक्लोन में, लोगों को डिस्प्लेस होना पड़ता है अपने घरों से. दिस इज व्हेन क्या ही करा जा सकता है इस केस में. चल लो बेटा, जल्दी. ओके, ये लेके चलते हैं. तो ये बताओ गाइस, तुम्हारे लोगों का आगे के बैनर्स का है क्या प्लान?
Follow the wind.
कौन क्या पुल करने वाला है? जब कुछ नहीं हुआ भाई, मेरे फैमिली वाले बोल रहे थे
Go
बेकार
on
में
now,
आए.
Yangu.
नहीं,
Nechka is still
देखो,
resting.
precaution is always the good thing. वो लेना नहीं चाहिए.
Hey,
So
Tlasoli,
that is a good
we're
thing.
here.
मैंने बोला अगर कुछ होता तो हाँ सही बात है. अरे Epitelisaurus.
Oh,
ओ भाई.
what a surprise. And even
Yes.
Shiloni is
Well,
here too.
we came to visit nature.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received
Auntie?
Nichka's letter. She
Auntie?
wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the
Auntie?
book for her. There are
That's
several editions of the book in
quite-
Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer.
Well,
I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nichka.
that's so
You haven't
good
changed
of
a
you,
bit, Shiloni.
Shilone.
Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all try some. Shilonen
That's-
used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me.
मेरा
You
तो
were
फर्स्ट पे
already a
नाइदा
big girl
सेकंड
by
में
the
ट्राई
time
कर रहा
I
हूँ
finally
शिलोने
had my
की.
Nechka. All right.
नाइदा
For now,
निकालो.
let's.
ठीक है, नाइदा इट्स गुड. नाइदा would be a good addition.
Auntie, traveler,
शिलोनेन कर
please
सकते हो
help me get
ट्राई,
her into
नहीं
the
तो
house.
उसको सेव करो और मैं कहूँगा मोविका पे एक साथ जाना. बीच में कुछ मत निकालना, सिर्फ सीधे मोविका. अगर ये नाहिदा नहीं निकलती है तो, ये नाहिदा निकल भी गई है तो उसके बाद सीधा सेव करना. 2 पैचेस पूरा सेव करना.
All right,
नेक्स्ट
let's
पैच में
get
वैसे
indoors.
नोवेलेट आ रहा है
Watch your
जोंगली
step,
के साथ.
Auntie.
जोंगली भी निकाल सकते हो अगर अकाउंट में नहीं है, क्योंकि जोंगली दो इट्स ओल्ड कैरेक्टर बट स्टिल अभी भी काफी जगहों पे वो यूज होता है. वो इज रिक्वायर्ड. अबे क्या यहाँ पे छी भाई, लंबा कैरेक्टर जा ही नहीं सकता. What the hell? छोड़ अच्छा मैंने सेकेंड में ट्राई करा जैसे फर्स्ट पे हूँ सेकेंड में बस यूँ ट्राई कर रहा हूँ जैसे कि एमएलए आई विल से ऐसा भी मत करो कि जो एसेंशियल कैरेक्टर है ना वो ना निकालो एसेंशियल कैरेक्टर विल ऑलवेज बी भाई मैंने ऊपर आया क्यों लेकिन व्हाई द हेल आई केम ऑन टॉप अगर यहीं पे था सब कुछ तो क्या बेवकूफ़ी पना कर रहा था मैं ये रेड टोकन को ले लेते हैं अच्छा ओके तो आई डिड नॉट विश फॉर इट बट अब आ गए हैं तो मैं निकाल ही लेता हूँ नेक्स्ट बैनर में चास्ता इज अ ठीक है इज एन ओके टू पुल कैरेक्टर आई मीन वर्थ पुलिंग है मैं खुद निकालूंगा
Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently,
फ्यूचर
so I was up for a
उसका
few
रीरन
nights.
वगैरह जब आएगा
I
तब
suddenly
देखेंगे
started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you.
well no should have
Have a
not.
seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Well,
Oh,
sure.
don't worry. Auntie always
Just
adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
Mhm.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here
60
and the
के
books
लिए
I happen to read.
ठीक है शिलोनन नहीं मिली तो सेकंड
Learned
आईडी
that
पे
you
you
two
can
are
try
from
for
the same
चास्ता
tribe. But Paimon had no idea you were so close.
शिलोनन बेटर होगी चॉइस में
When I was
क्योंकि
little,
वो
my parents were
बहुत सारे
always
teams
talking
तो
about how
दोनों जा
skilled
सकती है
Auntie was at
वो
forging ancient
ठीक
names
ऐसा वो
and
करेक्टर है जो
how she
कि
was a good role
अभी
model for the
शायद
rest of
ठीक है अगर
us.
तुम्हारे को उतना नहीं
The
है
moment
तुम्हारे
I
पास
became idle at
काजुआ है तो
home,
तुम
they
चला
would
लोगे
toss me into
बट हाँ
Auntie's
इन
workshop
फ्यूचर
to
वो
watch and
कैरेक्टर
learn.
अच्छा बन सकता है एडिशन अगर तुम उसको
Then I'll
नेटलैंड की
have your
टीम
parents go
में
back,
स्पेशली अगर तुम बनाना
boil
चाह
you a
रहे हो
pot
तो
of chocolatl, and
नेटलैंड
let
के
you
अगर
play in the
कैरेक्टर जैसे
house.
कि अगर तुम्हारा
Yeah, and then I would drink and
मोबिका
listen to
हुई
you banging away with your
मुलानी
tools in the
हुआ
workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I
शायद
didn't have
आगे
the chance
जाके
to visit again after
मोबिका तो
that.
डेफिनेटली मोबिका
But
मोबिका
why did you
मुलानी
seem so familiar with
अभी
the place when you
कैप्टन
went
का
to
नहीं
the
पता
kitchen for the
कोलंबिना का नहीं
drinks
पता
just
जो कि
now?
कैसे होंगे बट हो सकता है
Because the
उनके लिए
layout
भी
of this
यूजफुल हो
place
सकती
is
है
identical
चास
to her
का
old house.
चास का अपना
Let me see.
की टीम अलग ही होगी
Yeah, that should be Nichka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nichka's bed.
Yeah, well, you two seem like definitely and Shilonin seems just like an older sister.
That's how Nichka sees Shilonin too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always
निकाल
asks me
सकते हो अगर
when
शिलोने नहीं
her
निकालनी
penthouse
तो
sister
चास्ता
will be
निकाल
coming
सकते
to
हो
visit.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है
Well, yeah, I'm
I'm
here
not saying
now.
कि वो
And
बुरा
even brought a
करेक्टर
gift
है
as an
पर
apology.
not saying कि
I'll
वो
leave the book
बहुत
here.
ज़्यादा टीम क्योंकि वो खुद में एक DPS होगा
You said
चास्ता
Nichka asked you
DPS
for the
होगी
book?
सब DPS से
I
DPS
hope it wasn't too
जैसा
much
बिल्ड
trouble
करोगे
to get.
उस हिसाब से
Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
कोई तो आया भाई
Oh, really?
मेरे
Well,
भी हाथ
I'd
लगा रहा
say
मुझे
I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of big sister.
वॉइस
Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to
बढ़ा
help her
दिया
find
बढ़ा
some
दिया हाँ अभी
books.
आवाज आ रही ढंग
Don't be too hard
बोल
on
रहे थे?
yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe.
माइंड मैं
We
स्ट्रीम कर
both
रहा
know
हूँ
you were
मल्टी
far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when
जिनसिन
I
स्ट्रीम उसकी
gave up
शिलोनेन
on
का
my
करना था
work.
ना स्टोरी क्वेस्ट
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nachka needs her
और
mother's
देखो
care.
शायद मैं अभी तो पता
But that
नहीं
doesn't
सर्वर
change the
बनाऊंगा मैं
fact that I gave
ये
up on
जादू
my
टोना
work.
वाली मम्मी है
And
हैं
even now,
मुझे नहीं पता था
I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer
50
again.
50 है पिटी
I'm
50
sorry
50 है
to
तो
leave you to
ठीक है कोई
shoulder
बात नहीं
all the
50 50 पे तो
responsibilities alone,
डेफिनेटली
Shilonen.
यू कैन ट्राई जा सकते हो
Oh.
Whoa, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nachka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nachka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation.
शिलोनेन
You'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
हाँ नहीं है वो तो होगा ही नहीं ना
If that day really comes, you can
उसके
have
लिए
as
नहीं ना
much
डेंड्रो एंड
chocolatl as you
एनिमो नहीं है
like.
हाँ डेफिनेटली
If you asked me before,
बट चास
I wouldn't have
शिलोनेन
even been able
बहुत
to talk about
प्यारी
it.
वर्क
But
करेगी
now that
इन
she's
फ्यूचर
gradually
मोविका के
recovering,
साथ
I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then.
हाँ बहुत तुम
Nachka's illness actually
Just
originates
important
from
है,
the
just
abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the
असली
forging
जादू
of
टोना
new
करती
ancient
है
names.
हम्म
Before we could
Okay.
finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the abyss
बस
suddenly
से
attacked
मैं
the tribe,
वेपन एक पुल
so
करूंगा
everyone banded together
मिल
to
गया
fight
तो
them
ठीक
off.
है हारा तो भी
I
ठीक है
joined
आई
the
डोंट
fray as
केयर
well.
बट
And it
वेपन
wasn't
मैंने
until the
भी
monsters were repelled that I got back
Worth
home
pulling
with
for
some
me.
guards from the tribe.
मैं
But
वेपन
Nachka was
निकालने के
gone.
बाद चास्ता मैं भी ऑन रीरन
I can't remember how long I
अगर
spent searching
वेपन
for
मिलता
her.
है तो
Maybe for 2
नहीं
or
मिलता
3
है तो
days.
देन
In the end, we
We'll
found
see.
Nachka at the bottom
फिर
of a
मैं
short
क्योंकि उसके
cliff.
बाद मैं पूरा फुल ऑन सेव फॉर मोविका
She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It
मेरा
was
भी
all
सेम
my
ऐसे ही होगा
fault.
12-13 की पिट्टी
Before
है
the
और
incident, Nachka had
वेपन
asked
मैंने
if I could forge
कैरेक्टर
an
तो मैंने
ancient
बिल्कुल ही
name
बनाया
for
कैरेक्टर
her.
बनाने का
Work was
मतलब ही
busy
नहीं
at
था
the
मेरा
time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nachka, my daughter, my Nachka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my
Game
workshop
sound
to the
थोड़ा घटाओ
outskirts of our tribe for
गेम
work.
साउंड को यार कम करना
And I was the one who left her home alone.
शायद से मैंने
Oh,
ये पूरा खत्म हो उसके
my
बाद बताऊं
daughter. My
हाँ ब्रो मैं
Nachka.
एक वेपन पे हार गया
Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nachka's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
well please drink some water
Sorry.
first
I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
क्या
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we
Emily?
don't want you to tire yourself out.
मेरी तो भी बहुत टाइम आएगा
Thank you
आई थिंक सो
both,
अभी
but
उसको
don't
रीरन में
worry.
टाइम है
It's just a few dishes. I'll be
वेपन
fine.
50-50
You
था
three just need
60
to make
50 पे
sure
हार गया
everything gets eaten
साइवर्ड
up.
कैटलिस्ट
I can't eat a lot at
साइवर्ड
this
का
age.
कैटलिस्ट इज ओके नॉट दैट बैड
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry.
Ah, it just
हाँ,
occurred
तो
to me
ठीक
that
है ना,
Shilonen
वो
likes to eat cheesy
चल
crab
सकता
hot
है
pot. Why don't I make
और
that
कह
instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce?
दानी उन पे
I remember you don't like
या
picking
फिर
out
इस पे
fish
भी चला
bones.
सकते हो
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come
अगर
on
अटैक
now.
अटैक है तो
If
रिस्की
you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take anyway. For dessert, would you like a cup
I
of
don't know
grain
कैसा
fruit
है
or chocolate?
मेरे पास तो है नहीं तो इसलिए मैं एक
How about
स्पेकुलेशन दे
a
रहा
cup
हूँ।
of green fruit mixed with
Not sure.
chocolate?
Okay.
इस वेपन के बारे में
got
बता
it.
देना साउंड
I'll
कम
go
करने के
start
बाद।
cooking,
हाँ,
but
ये
could you do
डायलॉग
me a
डिलीवरी
favor?
खत्म हो तो
I
मैं
ordered a bunch of
कम
ingredients,
करूँगा
and they
बीच
should
में।
be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in. Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long. That kid.
So damn okay. मुझे याद नहीं मैंने इतना कब साउंड बढ़ाया इसका। 3 पे तो रखा है डायलॉग वॉल्यूम। थोड़ा सा चलो काम करते हैं, वॉल्यूम को 3 से करके 2 पे कर देते हैं। अब मैंने 1 पॉइंट कम कर दिया। आई डोंट नो 3 पे रखी थी मैंने टोटल ओवरऑल वॉल्यूम को। उस पे भी बहुत ज़्यादा तेज थी। ठीक है हाँ मेरे को वो बताना था ना, क्या कहते हैं स्काईवर्ड कैटलिस्ट। सेकंड स्काईवर्ड कैटलिस्ट को देखने दो कौन सा है। मुझे पता ही नहीं ना उसका क्या है क्लासे वगैरह। हाँ 33% अटैक है। उसका प्राइमरी स्टैट क्या है और अटैक परसेंट। ठीक है हाँ तो शानियन वुड भी गुड कैरेक्टर। तो सही बोल रहा है। अरे मतलब मैं कैरेक्टर्स देख रहा हूँ जहाँ पे ये चलेगा। शानियन पे वर्थ इट है। रिजली भी चला सकता है, अटैक है ठीक है। रिजली कैन यूज इट। और कैटलिस्ट में कौन है इन पर मुझे भी देना पड़ेगा। कैरेक्टर आर्काइव फिल्टर। हाँ मुलानी नहीं करेगी शानियन। शार्लेट भी नहीं कर पाएगा। रिजली कर लेगा, वॉन्डरर कर लेगा ठीक है, हेजो कर लेगा। हाँ वॉन्डरर अटैक। शान्यून ये वो नहीं ये दिस शान्यून रिजली वॉन्डरर हेजो क्ली भी कर सकती है ठीक है। हाँ तो अटैक है कर सकता। अटैक भेजती है ना क्ली। हाँ तो वीएम सैंड्स देकर के चला सकते हो ठीक है। सेम गोज याई पे भी। याई का बिल्ड आपको उसके साथ करना पड़ेगा। अगर कर करा उसको तो मे भी याई मिको पे भी आप यूज कर पाओ। लीजा कर सकते हो, निंगवांग भी कर सकते हो अगर यू थिंक इट इज वर्थ टू बिल्ड है और आपको पसंद है तो हाँ चलाओ। क्या नहीं कर सकते हो। मुलानी पे बेकार है, शार्लेट बेकार है, नूवी नहीं, बाइजू नहीं, नाहिदा भी नहीं, कोकोमी भी नहीं, यानफे नहीं, सुक्रोस नहीं, मोना भी नहीं, बारबरा नहीं। दिस कैरेक्टर उनके लिए नहीं है। Well, let's see.
Bring it.
मेरे पास कोई भी नहीं है। हाँ तो फिर अभी रहने दो सर।
No one's come to
रहने
deliver the
को
ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying
तो
down
बटन
on
को
A
बड़ा रहने
messenger
दो,
from the
आगे
sands
काम
of the
आएगा।
canopy wouldn't be flying here.
मेरा
They usually come
4 दिन
climbing
में
down
शायद
the
ये
cliffs
reset हो रहा है।
nearby.
ओ भाई
No
4
need
दिन
to
से ज़्यादा
look.
मैंने थिएटर
There's
नहीं
an
किया है।
angle.
मेरे को थिएटर हाँ भाई मेरे को सीरियसली देना पड़ेगा ट्राई मारते हैं थिएटर पे। चलो इसके बाद
Hey, you there. Sorry,
बिल्ड
but
करा है, कुछ
does
ना कुछ तो होगा।
Tlisoli live around here?
मीको को हो सकता है, मीको का बिल्ड तुमको उसके अकॉर्डिंग इधर उधर करना पड़ेगा। मीको का बहुत फेवरेट नहीं है, बट अगर वो तुम पे कुछ नहीं है तो फिर चला लो, वरना उससे
Never mind
बहुत
that
सारे
now.
बेटर है,
Those
इवन
monsters
विटसिट
are
बेटर है
still
उससे।
hopping my heels. Please,
ठीक है।
you've got to help me.
Shilonin, we.
हाँ
Where'd she go? Whoa,
नहीं,
Shilonin,
इलेक्ट्रो गॉब्लेट के साथ काम हो जाएगा। एक ईएम गॉब्लेट, एक ईएम सब ना ही है अगर है। हाँ तो 200 हो जाएगा। 187 है ना, थोड़ा बहुत 187 उस पे एक देता है। हाँ तो वही कह रहा हूँ, 200 तो 187 तो मिल जाएगा ना उसी से। अबे यार ये ट्राई
Into the shadows.
नहीं, गोल्डन रूप पे नहीं थे वो, उसको
That should be it
डीकेस
for the
बना रहे तो ऑन
monsters.
फील्ड रखना पड़ेगा।
Was easier than I thought.
विट
Oh, it also seems we're in good luck.
हाँ तो
The
विटसिट
goods
विटसिट
weren't
पकड़ा,
damaged
विटसिट
either.
बेटर है। इको पे
Strange. We didn't see any monsters.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked. It's the main road in and out of the tribe. So
Skyward
people
की
often come
blade
here to clear
बढ़िया
out new
है।
monsters. This area is usually
वो
very
एक्चुअल में
safe.
वर्थ इट है। ब्लेड ही
I
है
don't
जो
know what
शायद
happened,
सबसे उसका
but
वर्थ
it
इट है।
seems like all the
और
monsters around here have
उसका
gone
वो
berserk. Even the
हार्प
docile
अच्छा है।
Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore.
लॉस्ट
If she
प्लेयर।
comes back, Nachko will even be able to find some playmates.
मैं
She's,
स्काईवर्ड की सीरीज की बात कर रहा हूँ। स्काईवर्ड सीरीज में उसकी
Nachka's
स्वॉर्ड और
playmates.
बो ही है जो काम
No, wait. I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game. Strange. I always remembered it before.
स्काईवर्ड का पोला में ठीक है,
How
ओके।
could I forget all of a sudden?
स्काईवर्ड की जो स्वॉर्ड है क्या है, स्काईवर्ड
He
ब्लेड,
has a blaze
ब्लेड है ना,
inscription too.
वो है। वो तुम्हारा
We
ईआर
should go back to
देती
the
है,
tribe. It
प्लस उसका
seems
बेस
like you
अटैक
had
अच्छा
quite the
खासा
scare
पॉइंट
today.
हाई है।
We'll take
बेस्ट
the
वेपन
ingredients back for you.
मेरे हिसाब से मुझे
I'll
बेस्ट
carry these
वेपन लगता
bags,
है।
and you two can carry the rest.
If you say
हाँ,
so.
तो 684
Thank you
उसका है
so
ना। हाँ, ये
much.
स्वॉर्ड्स में सबसे
I
तो
guess
वैसे
today's just a
684
really bad day. for me
674 है ना,
outside.
674 है तो 6 स्वॉर्ड ठीक है। मतलब
So weird.
बेनेट के लिए तो बहुत बढ़िया है,
Run into today
ठीक है।
having trouble
और
remembering stuff.
जीन के लिए बहुत बढ़िया वेपन है वो।
I'm not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this.
हाँ तो ईआर भी लगता है, ईआर भी लगता है हील करने
Once
के
you
लिए
live
अटैक
long
के साथ
enough,
दूसरा
you'll
सब्सटैंस
eventually
को
start
ईआर चाहिए होता है
experiencing
जिनको,
strange
ताकि
days
वो
like
कर
this.
पाए। अब
Let's bring the
I'll tell us-
ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
एक सेकंड, बस फॉर हाँ तो फिर 80 का बस कॉस्ट बहुत होता है। हाई वन ऑफ द हाई वो बस कॉस्ट हो गया। वो कह रहे नहीं चाहिए होता। हाँ तो शहना के लिए भी बचाना पड़ता है ना। बाकी देखो कैरेक्टर किसी की 40 होती है, किसी की 60 होती है, क्योंकि राइडन का आ भी जाता है वो इतनी जल्दी में। जैसे उसका देखो क्या कहते हैं, ठीक है। बेनेट 660 है, ये 660 है, आर्ले चीनो भी 60 है, ठीक है। 40 है ताइनारी का, यस 70 है इसका, मोना का 60 है। है ना जो अभी आया है क्राफ्टेबल में ही है। और कोई डिफेंस में एनीथिंग तो वही क्राफ्टेबल ही है, वो क्राफ्टेबल है। मैंने तो शुरू करा है, अब इट विल टेक टाइम क्योंकि मुझे मुझे थिएटर की चाहिए। बेनेविट को स्काईवर्ड दिया है ना, हाँ
What
बस ठीक
took
है।
you so long?
स्काईवर्ड दिया
I
है,
was starting
डेट
to worry.
सही है। बेनेविट
Oh,
चलेगा।
yeah, we ran into some small problems, but Everything's fine now.
All right.
बहुत
As
टाइम
long
में
as
देखा
everything's
ग्रो के
okay now,
क्यों बिल्ड कर
you
रहा हूँ
all
मैं
have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
हाँ करो करो हाँ अभी वो करोगे अभी सब निकल जाएगा 22-25 मिनट नोएल का बिल्ड बताओ उसको भी करना पड़ेगा नोएल को डिफेंस डिफेंस डिफेंस
Whoa, there's so much tasty
डिफेंस
food!
डिफेंस करो
You're amazing, Tlasoli!
इजी है
They
टू
were
पीस
all
पे बिल्ड
pretty
कर
simple
सकते
dishes to
हो
make. Don't be shy. Dig in,
टू पीस
everyone.
ज्यादा काम आराम ही चाहिए टू
Hi,
पीस
Mama,
हस्क
how's
दे
yourself?
दो और
Hi, Mama, have some of this.
टू पीस एचपी वाला दे सकते हो अगर फोर पीस हस्क नहीं है तो
And this!
उसमें
Ooh,
उसमें डिफेंस
yeah.
देना
Can I
है
get another
और
serving,
एचपी देना
please?
ताकि वो सरवाइव कर पाए थोड़ी सी
You're
या तो उसको
gonna let
टू
me
पीस एचपी भी
chew
दे
and
सकते
chew
हो
when you're eating?
किसको
Of
नोएल को
course. Didn't I say
Bell
that I
do.
chew up the
Bell
fish
है.
bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for
बेल
Nature.
है बेल दे चला के
It's
देखो
okay.
तो उसे
Just go
हाँ
ahead and
इसीलिए
eat
तो
all you'd
शील्ड
like.
बना रहा हूँ शील्डर
Nature
है
can't eat
नोएल
these dishes anyway.
उसका पैसे का देखना
Her body is too weak to
नोएल भी
digest
बहुत
these
काम
kinds of
होता है
things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no. But Paimon thought
Bell
she'd already
की-
recovered from her illness.
क्या
Injuries caused by the
Ah.
abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable, but it's okay. Nechka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that.
What do you mean?
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechka's
हाँ तो
soul. The
टू पीस
doctor
डिफेंस
also
टू पीस
said
एचपी
this
की बात
sort
कर
of
रहा था मैं
memory
इसीलिए ना
loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? What? How does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the masters of the Night Wind use to
हाँ तो
record things,
नोएल
right?
को लेकर के मार
Well,
वो नहीं बना होगा ना अटैक
Generally
कैरेक्टर
speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven
हाँ तो
scrolls would
नोएल को
gradually
एचपी
start
दिया
to fade. As
बात
long as you
खत्म शील्ड
repaint
एक्टिव
and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of
नोएल
the
की
past was
शील्ड
burnt to
एक्टिव करा
ashes.
स्विच करा
The
बस
books she
नोएल
loved
का
to
काम
read,
ज़ोंबली की
the
जैसा है
flowers she took joy
तो
to
इसलिए उसको
grow,
एचपी देकर
and the
बंडल
time
ले
she
सकते हो
spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that,
अरे अगर नोएल
Nechka
किसी
now
को
only
बिल्ड
sees
करनी है
me
तो
as
उसके इसमें
a strange, unfamiliar
अब
auntie who
थिएटर में तो
claims
भाई
to be her mother.
धूमा नहीं लेके जा सकते हो ना
She's a
जहाँ
good
पे
kid
नोएल है
and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much,
बिल्ड करना
so
ही
she
पड़ेगा
still calls me mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her.
शील्ड उसकी एचपी
and
स्केल
has
है
never
बट
left.
एचपी ऑब्वियसली
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago?
हाँ तो वही
The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him.
दे दो
Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once
दे
we've
दो तो
figured
आपका
everything
डीपीएस
out.
है
These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when
They
Blaze Gem
don't-
inscriptions suddenly became popular
फिलहाल
among the
मुझे
tribe.
पर्सनली शायद नहीं
It was
लगेगी
then
जरूरत
that
क्योंकि
I
मेरे पास इलेक्ट्रो
also
कैरेक्टर
noticed
बहुत
that
है
everyone wearing
मेरे
Blaze
को
Gem
हर बार
inscriptions
बेडोल लगे
had varying degrees of memory loss.
राइडन
Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
और फिलहाल तो इन सब भी इलेक्ट्रो आता है मेरे को यही दोनों में आता है
Accessories
याई आ गई
made
याई मिको
using
ले जाऊंगा
ancient
मैं
names, forging
इलेक्ट्रो में
techniques.
शील्डर
For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir,
Electro
this
shield,
inscription contains a phlogiston
पड़ेगा।
engraving with a
I don't think so
truly
electro shield
overkill
है।
level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these
Shielder
engravings
नहीं है,
are
लेकिन
also
healer है ना,
identical to that
क्या
of
नाम
an
है उसका?
ancient name. By making just
भूल
a
रहा हूँ
few
मैं।
slight adjustments to
यार
the
वो
layout
हाइपर ब्लू में
and
खेलते
connections
हैं
of the main
उससे।
pattern,
अभी
you can
next
pretty much qualify
नहीं,
this
नहीं,
Blaze
नहीं,
Gem
नहीं।
inscription as a
अरे
bona
यार
fide
रिंग
ancient
वाली
name.
डोरी है
And yet,
हीलर मैं
you've
इसकी
never
बात कर
told
रहा हूँ
anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem
वो
inscriptions
डोरी
that
खेलता
can
हुआ
be
ना लेकिन
activated at any
हम
time.
यार कैरेक्टर का नाम नहीं याद आ रहा है बस मुझे अभी आ रही है
Dante?
ठीक है नेक्स्ट पैच में शायद नेक्स्ट
I
पैच
knew you were a
में
sharp one, Shilonen.
नहीं नहीं नहीं
That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple.
अब अभी
I
चल रहा है
want to
इसके बीच
forge
में
an ancient
कुकी
name
शिनोबू
for Nechka that contains all of her
यस
past memories.
And the reason they must be
कुकी है
approved by
मेरे
the
पास
Wyeb
3
is
कैरेक्टर
because
हैं
the
जो
memories
कि
they
बहुत
bear
मोर
are
देन
all
इनफ मेरे
stored
काम
within
कर
the ley
सकते हैं
lines.
किसी भी टीम में मतलब
Extracting those
तीनों ढंग के
memories from
बिल्ड
the
हैं
ley lines requires the Wyeb's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank?
वेट
Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
इवन दो नेचर has forgotten
Using other people's
मुझे
memories of
कुकी और
Nechka to
शिंचू के कौन
reconstruct her
चाहिए
past?
हाँ
This is the first time I've heard of such
कुकी
an idea.
शिंचू और
You've seen
एक
through
और
my
कोई
plan,
कैरेक्टर आ रहा है
You're
I'm
as
forgetting the
outstanding
name.
as ever.
अभी
Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka
सेटोस हाँ
and
सेटोस
allow her to
अभी
regain
सेकंड
her
फेज
past
में
again.
Wouldn't extracting memories like that
damn it.
hurt the person carrying the Blaze Gem
मैं
inscription?
4.3 के पैनल पे शायद पुल पता नहीं यार मेरे को
Not at
चाहिए
all.
थी ये
Every time a Blaze Gem inscription
और-
extracts
अरे
memories,
4.8
the process is under my
5.3
precise
पे मैं
control.
उसके लिए पुल
That way,
करने का मूड
there's no chance of
5.2
anyone
पे
in the tribe getting
मेरे को
hurt.
सेव भी करना है और समझ
This
में
is
नहीं
the
आ रहा है कि
central
यार पुल कर
inscription that
दूं क्या
controls
C6
all
करना
the
है
other
मुझे
Blaze Gem inscriptions, which will
प्रिंसेस ऑज
also soon
तो
serve as
कोई
Nechka's
वाले भर
ancient
भर के
name.
सेटोस देंगे देखना
You made all of
सेटोस
this
इज अ गुड
yourself,
कैरेक्टर
Kusoli?
कोई बुरा
Yes.
नहीं
It was lots and lots of work. It
सेटोस
was
भी
truly
तो
exhausting.
नेक्स्ट जो
Or
पैच के 4
perhaps
स्टार में एक्चुअली
I've
में
just
दे आर
grown
गुड
old.
इनफ फॉर द जो अर्ली गेम है उनके लिए अर्ली गेमर्स के
You
लिए
saw it yourself.
जिनके पास 4
I
स्टार्स
nearly fainted just from
ज्यादा
being
5
in the
स्टार्स
sun.
नहीं है वो 4
I
स्टार
could
तो यूज करके
collapse
कर सकते हैं
tomorrow.
सेटोस
Or
तुम्हारा
even
डीपीएस
in the
है
next few moments.
अच्छा डैमेज है
But
सेटोस
Nechka's
का
ancient name is still far from complete. I've solved the issue of storing memories,
4 स्टार्स
but
के
I
मामले
still
में
don't know
देखोगे
how to
तो
connect Nechka up to
5
this
स्टार
central
के कंपैरिजन
inscription.
तो हमेशा
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I
हाँ
considered
वो ईआर खाता है
this matter doesn't have anything to
तो
do with my ancient
हाँ तो
name.
उसको ईआर उसका
It's of no
ईआर
help to
का
me,
इशू रहेगा
but I
उसको
don't need
ईआर
its help
अच्छा
now.
खासा मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा और मे बी उसको लिए ऑफ फील्ड एक ईआर
You
चाहिए
know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes,
हाँ
I
तो
do.
नाइदा ईएम
But as
कर
long
देगी
as
ना
I can
नाइदा
get my
दुकान पे
Nechka
नाइदा ईएम
back,
सॉर्ट आउट
I'm
कर
willing to do
देगी
whatever it takes.
बचा
Otherwise,
ईआर का
Nechka won't
उसको
have any
एक
chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and
हाइपर नहीं
gone.
यार ओवरलोड क्या कर रहा
She
हूँ
won't remember me,
वो चल
and she
सकता
won't
है
even remember why her name is
नहीं बोल
Nechka.
सकता था मैं
When that
ताइनारी
time
बोलने वाला था बट
comes,
ताइनारी भी नहीं
she'll be left to
और
drift around the
ओवरलोड
world
के अलावा
all
वो
alone, unknowing of
नहीं
where
वो
she
क्या
came
नाम
from
है
or
स्प्रेड स्प्रेड पे भी
where
चल
she should
सकता है
go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother.
स्प्रेड चल सकता है सेटोस के गामिंग जैसा है नहीं
I'll
बिल्कुल
take the
गामिंग जैसे
central
गामिंग
inscription
थोड़ा
with
ज्यादा
me.
बेटर है
I'm going to completely disassemble
थोड़ा
it to
ज़्यादा
confirm
better
its. I won't make any promises until
क्योंकि
I've
गामिंग
checked
चीजें खाता
everything.
नहीं एटलीस्ट अपना वो अब्सॉर्ब नहीं करता
Say goodnight to
एचपी
Nechka for me,
कंज्यूम करता है
Auntie.
और एचपी
Oh,
अरे
wait.
यार नहीं खाता ना
I've
एचपी
also
कंज्यूम
finished
करता है जो
inscriptions
कि
for the
इजीली
traveler in
मैनेजेबल है
Paimon.
बेनेट के
Let me
साथ
fetch them for you.
और क्योंकि डबल उसको पैरों में चलाना ही चलाना होता है
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
यस
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
ओके श्योर
What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first.
ओके
Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you.
seems like some conspiracy she is fake हो सकता है
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get.
I am sensing some conspiracy over here
Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy. You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little...
नहीं मिलते यही तो बात है।
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff.
ये भी सही है।
Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door.
लो
After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and
वैसे
then
woven
she turned
scroll
around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube
शॉपिंग
that was
के लिए
behind her,
जाएंगे हाँ।
and then boom!
By the way
The
guys मैं
forging
1 मिनट में
blueprints
आया
came
इसको
crashing
चलने
down
दो
right onto her
I'm gonna
head.
come back in a minute
Oh no!
घंटे भर से बैठे बैठे घंटे भर से बैठे
She's
थक गया
lucky I
भाई
noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire
Priority.
set of the history
That
of the
is more
Children of Echoes was about to
important.
bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, Paimon can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift.
उसमें ये देखो तुमको मेन चाहिए क्रिट रेट ठीक है क्रिट रेट तुम्हें वैसे भी नहीं मिल रहा है तो क्रिट रेट जब तक नहीं मिलेगा इतना क्रिट रेट तुम्हारा 1% का क्रिट रेट बढ़ रहा है और 15-20% का क्रिट डैमेज कम हो रहा है अटैक काफी ज्यादा तुम्हारा कम हो रहा था ईएम कम हो रहा था तो कोई मतलब नहीं है 1% क्रिट रेट बढ़ाने के लिए तुम्हें क्रिट रेट चाहिए आल चीजों में कम से कम 65 प्लस 68 70 ऐसा कुछ तो चाहिए ठीक है वो लगेगा ही लगेगा 44 हो या 45 हो उतना ही बड़ा बेकार है जितना क्या बोलो सोच रहा तो 44 है या 45 सेम है बट तुम्हारा एक मिनट मुझे देखने को मुझे याद नहीं है सारी स्टैट तुमने मेरे को भेजी थी हाँ तुम्हारा सीन क्या हो रहा था 44.9 से 45.3 जा रहा है पॉइंट में 4% बढ़ रहा है। तुम्हारा क्रिट डैमेज 234.5 से 215.1, 20% से भी ज्यादा कम हो रहा है।
Anyway, this is what
ठीक है,
Clisoli told me when I was
3%
training
यार
as an
बढ़ रहा है,
Eagle
ईएम चलो थोड़ा
To
सा
be
बढ़ रहा है,
honest,
बट
I've
तुम्हारा
only
50
understood 20% of
अटैक
what she
कम हो
said
रहा
at
है।
most.
ईएम
I've
इतना
never
ज्यादा
been able to
100
figure
से
out the
145 हो जाएगा, बहुत ज्यादा मैटर नहीं करेगा 50 ईएम तुम्हारा। ठीक है,
Well, that's
पर
not
50 अटैक कम हो
entirely
गया,
true.
जो कि बेकार
Auntie
है।
and I have at least
क्रिट
come to
डैमेज
a
20% कम
consensus
कर
on the
दिया,
most
वो बेकार है।
important thing.
आधा परसेंट भी नहीं है तुम्हारा क्रिट
I
रेट
am
बढ़ा।
sick of
तो
talking.
तुम जब
We
क्रिट
can
रेट
talk about all of
65
this
हो
later.
जाए तब
Please,
कहना कि यहाँ
wait a
चेंज
moment
कर
while I
दिया तो
grab
मजा
my
है।
things.
तो जो पुराना लगा हुआ था ना भाई, ये नया वाला 45 वाला नहीं, जो तुम्हारा पुराना लगा हुआ था वही लगाओ, ज्यादा बढ़िया है। मतलब जो भी था जिसमें वो तुम्हारा क्रिट डैमेज ज्यादा है ना, वो वाला सेट। आई एम नॉट श्योर अब वो कौन सा सेट है। तुम्हें चाहिए 65 का, अब मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसे तुम्हारा 65 भाई आर्ले चीनों पे बहुत इजी
It's
है।
fine, it's fine. It was just a
Crit-
bunch of very old
raid
ancient
करता।
name records.
अरे
I've already
वेपन
made
नहीं है
copies
तो
of them.
रेड का सर्कुलर
I
डाल दो,
kept this
31% तो
set
वहीं
of
से मिल
phlogiston
गया।
wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out.
अरे
I
तो
had to resort
वेपन
to
क्या,
brute
वेपन
force.
रेड का नहीं है तो
Come
किसका
on,
दे रखा है,
let's
कुछ
go
तो दिया होगा।
disassemble the central inscription.
और शायद
It
उस
shouldn't take long.
वेपन कौन सा है अभी आर्ले चीनों पे, क्योंकि उसके जितने वो भी है उसमें रेट ही है शायद से, जिसके उसके ऑफ सेट्स भी है। अब आई एम नॉट श्योर कौन सा वाला यूज किया है। 3 स्टार में भी उसका वो सबसे बढ़िया है। सीडी का है सर्कुलेट, तो सीडी सीआर दो ना
Here
भैया।
we are.
तुम्हारे
This is the place.
सीआर नहीं है, सीडी देके क्या करेगी अगर जब क्रिट ही नहीं करेगी तो।
Cliff is pretty high. What are
सीआर
we going to do
भी चाहिए
here?
उसे।
Are we going to climb to the very
वेपन कौन सा
top and
दिया
then
है?
throw this
बताओ।
inscription down the cliff?
We are disassembling it, not destroying it.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall.
Phlogiston.
That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central
Primordial.
inscription.
भाई प्राइमोडियल के साथ
Let me
44
see if this
फिर
thing
तो
can
कुछ तो
even
गड़बड़
turn
है,
on.
कुछ तो
I
गड़बड़ है।
was still an apprentice the last time I used it.
प्राइमोडियल के
Before
साथ
we
तो
attempt
फिर
to
वो
engrave the
दिक्कत है।
inside pattern
अटैक
of an
अच्छा
ancient
है,
name with phlogiston,
ऑलमोस्ट 2200
we
के
always use
आसपास है।
this to draw out the
2198 है।
engraving diagram. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it
प्राइमोडियल
looks
का
like on
क्रिट
the
रेट
inside
लगभग
without
शायद से
ruining
22 या
Tressoli's
33 है,
inscription.
दो में से कुछ
For
दिख
the
तो
most
है।
part. If it were just an ordinary
मैं
unfinished
निकाल रहा
ancient
हूँ,
name piece,
प्राइमोडियल है,
I'd just take
बट
it apart
करना
and
पड़ेगा
pour
तुम्हें भी ऐसे कुछ।
phlogiston into the. But since it's a central inscription,
हाँ हाँ।
it would be better not to destroy it.
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry.
वेपन कौन सा
As
है,
I said,
डिफेंस का या
Auntie and
डिफेंस
I
वाला
share
तो
an
दिया है?
understanding of the most
हाँ तो
important
फिर 1800 तो
principle,
हो जाएगा,
which
obviously
is
80%
names
80 लेवल
are
पे ठीक है।
intrinsically valuable. Only by
2500 तक
having
पहुंच जाओगे।
names can things be
चलो।
sorted and
OG
categorized.
पीका डेव
They allow the world to
AKA
become
हबीबी,
more orderly
welcome
and
to the stream।
identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of
I-
impurities.
2 दिन वैल्यू के मेरे गेम
specific
कल
names,
अच्छे गए,
I
कल
would only
मारा
be
एक
able to go to
केस
the ore merchant
फर्स्ट
and
केस
say,
है।
I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either.
मेरा और उससे पहले
Yeah,
इस
you see what I
हमारा था।
mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our work. Yes, because forging ancient names
हाँ।
is first and
मतलब
foremost
बहुत
a
टाइम के
technical
कॉम्पी में
job.
मारा है मैंने।
There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, after
चल
all,
कॉम्पी में
creating
मारा
an
था।
ancient name is
आज
quite
भी
the
4 गिलू थे,
complicated process.
5वां भी जाता, पर हमारे
But
बंदे
let
को
me break it
पता ही
down
नहीं कि
even
इस टाइप की
further.
चीज
We're not
होती
in
है।
a tribe right now anyway.
वीरी
Essentially,
वन
by
का आखिरी में
forging
बचे हुए
ancient
हैं।
names, I'm assigning
हाँ वो गए
nicknames
मारने,
to the
मैंने कहा भाई ठीक
heroes
है
in
चलो
Outland's
हम हार
history.
रहे थे मैच।
Giving
9
someone a name is a
11
subjective expression.
9/11 या
You just
9/12
need to
ऐसे कुछ हो
express your
रखा था।
hopes and wishes
उसके
for
बाद हम जीत
them.
गए, वो अलग बात है।
But giving someone a nickname is a much more
भाई जो
objective
उठा
expression.
करके मैंने
To
वो
come up with a
चला
fitting
लिया,
and
मजा ही
accurate
आ गया।
nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive, so the best I can do is gather all the
Honestly,
information.
भाई,
Even a minor
ये
mistake in the
इतना ज़्यादा
process could cause
interesting नहीं
people
है
to
यार, इतना
misunderstand the nickname.
आर्कन क्वेस्ट
For
है
a name
यार।
engraver such as myself,
हालांकि इन्होंने
such
साउंड दिया, बहुत अच्छा काम करा है भाई, बट नॉट दैट गुड। सब घूम घूम के एशियंट नेम ही करते चले जा रहे हैं। भाई कुछ तो बनाओ यार
now I'm
सेंस
curious.
एशियंट नेम से
Why
आगे का।
don't you come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of
हाँ हाँ
course.
पता
This
है.
is also my line of work, you know.
पर ये ना वो एक एंशिएंट नेम के ऊपर ही पूरा स्टोरी क्वेस्ट बना के रख दिया है.
Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names
अरे
for
नहीं
other
स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ये
guys.
इसमें आउटलैंडर वाला अभी नहीं है ना. आउटलैंडर वाला तो आर्कन में था.
Smith?
Yeah, but you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nick. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing.
एक्स्ट्रा रिवॉर्ड से चक्कर में करना पड़ रहा है. नहीं उसके अलावा भी और चीजें हैं. नॉट जस्ट 62 मोर्स. मैंने भी वैसे भी 2 ही करा. मैंने भी मुलान भी नहीं करा था.
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe.
ये बढ़िया वर्टिकल जो चलने
I'll
के
leave
लिए
some
दीवार
space
पे.
here.
Like
When the
Shilonen
linked
is like
engravings are activated, the
way
inscriptions
good,
here
yaar.
will overlap with each other. And there. That should complete the flow.
वो देखा इस बार का मैप अपडेट्स मैप रोटेशन पर उन्होंने मैप रोटेशन यार गलत कर दिया भाई. इस बार का कॉम्पी में
It was flat ground.
वालों में कॉम्पी में
Oh no, it doesn't have
आइस
anything to
बॉक्स
do
और
with my
लोटस
tribe. It's just
मेरे
the
जो दो वन ऑफ द
phlogiston
फेवरेट्स
pieces I have on my
वही दोनों
shoes.
निकाले हैं साला.
But after all that
जो
running
दोनों
around, I'll have to infuse
हाँ.
them with more phlogiston again.
आइस बॉक्स और वो हटा दिया
More
ना
or less,
rotation से.
yeah.
पर
I
वो
usually
स्प्लिट
have
डाल
at
दिया
least
है.
the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but
नहीं लोटस भी
let's get
अच्छा
to
था
work
पता है.
first.
मतलब लोटस में मेरे को थोड़ा सा
let's
वो
see.
समझ में आ गया था
Start
कि
with anchor 1
कहाँ से
and
जाना है
activate
क्या
it
कर
with
सकते
density
हैं.
3 phlogiston.
स्ट्रेटजी थोड़ा सा इजी हो गया था. मेरा थोड़ा हार्मोनिक फार्म कर दोगे ब्रो. मेरा तो हो नहीं रहा. फार्म करवा दूं या मैं आपके अकाउंट में से फार्म कर दूं. क्या ओजीपी कार्ड. अबे क्या हबीबी डेड क्या मरे हुए तो तुम.
A super huge diagram just appeared. Fasoli's central inscription is even floating. So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are
मेरे
indeed
account
based
login
on
करके
ancient
देखो.
name
सच बोल
engraving
दिया.
technique.
That means we can help Fasoli and Nichka now, right?
ठीक है यार कर दूंगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Well, probably,
हाँ,
but
यार, कर
I have
दूंगा.
good news and bad news. Oh,
Done.
but I'm also just going to go
चलो
ahead and share
अगर
both,
मिल गया
so
तो एक
it's
आधा
not like
शॉर्ट
you'll have a
कंटेंट मिल
choice in the
जाएगा मेरे
matter.
को
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
फार्मिंग करने का.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But
बट
you know,
मैं
before
कहूंगा
we
नहीं
get
पता
to
मैं
that,
बोलूंगा
I wanna ask the
हार्मोनिक मत
traveler a
फार्म करो.
question.
फार्म करना
What are your
वाले
thoughts
सेट है ना.
on absorbing
बेटर चीजें
memories?
फार्म करो. वेल इट्स नेसेसरी टू सेव.
Yeah. Well, sounds like something you'd say. But if you ask me, there's a problem with
सीन्स
what
लाइक
Auntie
चीचा
said.
के गेस्ट है.
It's hard to control the absorption of memories.
Kilometers भैया.
Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far
Okay.
more than absorb memories
दो-
related to a single
दो
person.
दो आवाजें आ रही ना.
By herself,
सीआईडी
Auntie
के
can't handle that
न्यू
level and
सीजन का
scope
छोटा
of
सा
work,
प्रोमो
but
आया.
if she has
मुझे नहीं देखना सालों
accomplices,
के को.
it is completely
वो
possible for
करते
her
रहे
to
अपनी
use
उंगली
this
घुमाते रहे. मेरे को
inscription
देखना ही
to
नहीं है.
accomplish far bigger things.
खत्म हो गया
Accomplices?
सीआईडी का क्रेज.
You make it sound like she's committing a crime.
Well,
Sixth
here's the good
season आ रहा है,
news.
इतना पता है मेरे
Yes,
को.
this blaze gem
क्योंकि
inscription would
क्या
be
पता
the perfect
करूँ
tool
क्या
to
न्यूज
commit
के रडार में
crimes,
आई जाती है ये सारी
but we
चीजें.
haven't found
साला
any
न्यूज किसी और में
accomplices or
पढ़ो. ये आ रहा
signs that
सीआईडी
she
का
intends to
सीजन
put
आ रहा
it
है.
to such
क्या करूँ मैं.
uses.
शो
From a
क्रिसमस
purely
या न्यू ईयर
objective
को आएगा.
standpoint, we can
कुछ तो
consider that
गड़बड़ है.
possibility as yet to be confirmed
उसके
for now.
हाथों का जो
The bad news is
मूवमेंट है वही
there's
गड़बड़
still
है.
an underlying problem with
Seems
this
like
blaze gem inscription that
हाथों में
cannot be
उसकी कुछ
ignored.
दिक्कत है.
I believe I've mentioned this
वही गड़बड़
before.
है.
Ancient names operate
हड्डी
with the
अपनी सही
help
जगह
of
पे
the
नहीं है.
Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in
क्या
the
रे
ley
फर्स्ट
lines.
राउंड में डीक्यू होने
In
वाले.
this process, the Wyab actually function like relays,
Okay.
helping the ancient
Ancient
name bearer
Inquisition
sense the
information
information
within-
from
Okay,
within
वाह,
the ley
ये भी
lines.
करता है.
If you remove the wayab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to
ठीक है.
trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rush. Exactly.
हाँ वो देखा
Anyone
मैंने
who
क्या
attempts to
कौन
do
पर
so
बेटर ये
will
तो दोनों
likely
बैठे
lose
ये तो
most of their
खेलते नहीं है
cognitive
दोनों.
function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all
ठीक
day
है
long.
ये
Now, let's consider the memories that
और
Auntie has
मैं
gathered as the ley line, and Nichka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line.
यार इंडिया को
There's no way
दो टेस्ट
Auntie
हार
would
गए.
let
ठीक
Nichka
है कभी कभी
plunge
हारना
into the
भी
river
अच्छी
of
बात होती
memories
है.
without any
अगर हर बार
tools.
तुम जीतोगे
She'd
ना तो
only be
तुम्हें
overwhelmed
जीत
by
की
the
इम्पोर्टेंस
surge of
पता नहीं
memories.
चलती कि जीत एक्चुअल में क्या
And
है.
considering that Nichka has
हारने के
forgotten
प्रोसेस से
all of
तुम्हें
her
पता चल
past,
जाता है कि
she'll be unable to work
प्लेयर्स
on
का
her own
माइंडसेट
to
प्लेयर्स की
accurately
एक्चुअल
find the
वर्क वो
correct
है.
past. Only Aunt Felicoli can
Thanks, I
help her
thought
filter
something
the
else.
correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis
अच्छा एक
is
बात बता
correct, Auntie
मैट्रिक्स
is actually planning on
ये
turning
अकाउंट
herself
किसका है
into
ये डीआरएक्स
Nichka's
पेगा वाला
wayab to help her extract the corresponding memories
तुम्हारा
in the
नहीं है तो
different situations she may face. In an
आपका
ideal
वास
world,
कम है या गेम
this
का ज्यादा
would be
समझ नहीं आ रहा.
perfectly
मेरा वास
fine
तो सही
as
है
long
यार.
as every
ऐसा
extracted
नहीं कि
memory
वो
is
है.
correct.
और
Nichka would
मैं बोल भी सही से
essentially
रहा हूँ.
be getting her
ठीक
past
ठाक आवाज आ
back.
रही है.
And I also
और
believe that
गेम
there
साउंड
won't be
इतना ज्यादा
any
तो मैंने करा नहीं.
mistakes
अब तो
in
कम भी कर
everything
दिया
that
है.
Auntie remembers about Nichka. But Auntie is not a wayab. Her body won't be able to handle the
बट
load
अगर
for
तुम्हें फिर
long.
भी वो लग रहा है तो कर दे. डीआरएक्स पेगा दोस्त
How can we solve
दोस्त
this
का है.
problem? No matter
मैग्मा
Means
तो नहीं है.
blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
लेट्स गो सी सम आंटी. व्हाट? और जो अकाउंट से वीसी आया वो भी मेरा नहीं है. तो तेरा है क्या?
Loaded.
क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है उससे तुम्हें? मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया अभी भी. अबे वो पागल हो जाएगा. मैं ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए मारा वो पगला जाएगा. पिथलोसॉरस. तो तू डिस्कॉर्ड पे कर क्या रहा है जब तेरा कुछ नहीं है? क्यों ही है? बाय द वे गाइस अगर स्ट्रीम पे नए आ रहे हो और नहीं करा लाइक देन फील फ्री टू ड्रॉप दैट लाइक. कर दो लाइक जल्दी से यार. शॉपिंग टाइम. देखते हैं.
Ah, Shilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
यार भूख लग रही है
Yes,
मेरे को.
here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I
But let
must
it
have
be.
complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nichka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription.
Can't wait to use
After
C5
the memory
touching.
bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem
बात
inscription's
तो सही
absorption
जा रहे हो.
functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nachka.
सीआईडी
let's
की
clear off the table and
बात
come up
यहाँ
with a
मत करो,
plan.
कबाड़ लगता है तुम और तुम्हारा सीआईडी खुद
I need
देखो।
some time to consider how to let Nachka control the Blaze Gem inscription
टूर्नामेंट
on
के
her own
सेमीफाइनल में इंडिया
and
ए को
extract the
अफगानिस्तान
memories from her
ए ने हराया।
past.
इंडिया ए में अच्छा
by the
हाँ
way,
अभी
did
शान
you
शान
give the
ए
book to
टूर पे
Nachka?
गया था अफगानिस्तान से,
How could I
रिप्लाई ना
just
देके
hand her a
सिग्मा बन
birthday
गया।
present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out
हैं?
a box and packaged it up. Wait till her
कौन सा
birthday and then
रिप्लाई?
give it to her.
अच्छा
It'll
मैट्रिक
be
से
a
मांग
nice
रहा होगा,
surprise.
ठीक है मांगता रहे।
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke.
तो और भाई कोई क्रिंज मोड ऑनलाइन हो तो एक बना बंदे का इलाज करवा दो। मॉड उसमें कोई ऑनलाइन नहीं होगा,
Uh-oh.
वो घर गई हुई है और नरूटो का पता नहीं आजकल किधर है। मतलब पता है मुझे कहाँ है,
Nechka, don't hurt
वो
yourself.
रहने दो। क्या बोलोगी?
Shilonen,
उसको
is
बोलना भी
that
बंद करके
you?
रखा है मैंने।
You're Nechka?
You
How
are
many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nachka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room
अभी
once I
जिम्बाब्वे
got
मैंने
back.
T20 सबसे बड़ा स्कोर
Soon
बनाने का
after,
रिकॉर्ड बनाया, वो
she
पता है।
suddenly developed a fever.
और भाई कुछ दूसरा
I was
गेम
so
वेम
busy
खेलो,
taking
सारे
care of
मॉड्स
her
तो
that I forgot
किसी
about
का
the
इलाज
book
तक
and
किसको पता है।
even forgot that.
माइनक्राफ्ट स्टार्ट
do you
करने का
know
मेरा
which version
प्लान
of the
है,
book you
पर
bought?
अभी नहीं। दिवाली के बाद देखो मेरे को जिम
Which
स्टार्ट
version?
करना है, तो जैसे
Some
मेरे
people
को
said
अगर
it was the
उस
one
समय
with the perfect
जितना टाइम
ending
मिल
to the
जाएगा ना
story.
स्ट्रीम का,
Apparently
उस
that's
हिसाब से
only
करूंगा।
what you can
माइनक्राफ्ट
find on the
करूंगा,
market now.
माइनक्राफ्ट स्टार्ट करने वाला हूँ वापस से।
It's all my
पर
fault.
माइनक्राफ्ट का उसके
You
हिसाब से
wasted your
सोचते हैं,
money and now
जिम के
it
हिसाब से
won't
जो
even
टाइम
be a
बचेगा
surprise.
तब बनाता हूँ।
Oh, it's all
क्योंकि
right.
अभी
It's
बना
just a
दिया,
book.
2 दिन करा, फिर
As long
पता
as
चला मेरे को
Nachka
स्ट्रीम
enjoys
करने का
it,
टाइम नहीं मिला,
that's what
तो
matters.
फिर कोई मतलब नहीं रहेगा। बना के 2 दिन बनाया हूँ,
Nechka
तो एक
probably
बार मेरा
doesn't
वो
know I
सेट हो जाएगा मामला,
forgot.
तब इधर कर लूंगा। आई लव
You're
टू
piling
क्या
on
विद
in this
जेशिया
tower. Mom
माइनक्राफ्ट,
told
यस
me about
माइनक्राफ्ट।
you.
पर वो तब बनाऊंगा जब अगर मेरा
Oh,
सेट हो गया मामला तो।
seems like everyone
ये
knows
लो,
who we are.
ध्रुवी नंगा
Ah,
इज
Nachka
हियर।
seems to be doing pretty well
वेलकम
today.
टू द स्ट्रीम।
Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Well, apparently, let me check the
Take her for a walk.
temperature.
But
That seems
considering her condition,
cool
I don't
enough.
think she.
मॉड की बात
don't
हो रही थी
worry,
क्या?
Auntie. She'll be safe with the traveler and me.
क्यूटी मामला सेट,
We won't leave the
वल्कन मोड यूज
tribe, and
करना
if
इस बार।
anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more
क्या
fresh air?
माइनक्राफ्ट से
All right, all right.
माइनक्राफ्ट से क्यों
As you
स्टार्ट हो
wish.
रखे हो? मैं
I
खेल नहीं
also
सकता।
happen to have a few pet
भाई मेरे
birds
पास
and
ऑप्शन क्या है?
inscriptions that I
तुम
need
लोग
to get
सजेशन
back
दो।
to the tribe.
पीयू के अलावा और कोई सजेशन दो तुम्हारे
Wait for a
पास हो,
moment.
ये
I'll
कर
go
दो।
get Nechka's water bottle and
मेरे
some
को पीयू का ही
towels.
सजेशन आता है, और पीयू
some
मैं
medicine.
सच बताऊं
Oh, and a parasol.
छोड़ दिया। मैं दोबारा उधर जाने का बिल्कुल मेरा मन नहीं है। ना मेरे पास टाइम है, ना ही मेरे को बिल्कुल मन है।
Talk about being
माइनक्राफ्ट ये है कि
prepared.
मैं कभी खेल सकता हूँ, कभी बीच में छोड़ा तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, वो सर्वर चलता रहेगा, मैं खेलूं चाहे ना खेलूं।
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nechka. Don't cause any trouble for
आना
Shilonen and
चाहिए
the
किसी को
others.
तो। व्हाट इज बर्थडे?
Oh, you can
Someday.
let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachka. Feel free to tell us
बट आपका
anything.
पीयू का ऑडियंस है तो।
Even I
अरे
was
यार मेरे
quite a
को
handful
ऑडियंस की
for
बात
Auntie
नहीं
when
है,
I
वो
was
नहीं है।
little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play.
कभी कभार
okay?
कर लो। वो छोड़ दिया है यार गेम, कभी
Please
कभार
don't
कर।
worry,
मैं
Mom.
कुछ भी किसी गेम में अगर 1 सेकंड टाइम पे जाऊंगा ना, तो फिर मैं उसको थोड़ा ढंग से करने के लिए
Let's
जाऊंगा।
go look for Ike now. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
मैं उसको इस माइंडसेट से फिर नहीं जाता हूँ कि वो मैं जा रहा, बाय इंटरव्यू है मेरा। कौन सा वाला वो तो बता दे। एक्टिव रहना पड़ता है। फिर वो गेम में अगर करना है तो फिर वो गेम की प्रैक्टिस भी लगेगी। फिर उसके लिए जिन जो बंदे साथ में खेलते हैं उनके साथ फिर खेलते भी रहना पड़ेगा। बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं। ये नहीं कि तुमने मन करा छोड़ दिया। और पीयू ऐसा गेम भी है कि भाई तुमको फिर उसमें टाइम देना पड़ेगा, वरना मुश्किल होगी। एसएसबी का इंटरव्यू, चलो ऑल द बेस्ट। अब की फोड़ के आओ। मैंने पीयू डाउनलोड किए, खेला, फिर जहरीले रैंडम्स आ गए, अनइंस्टॉल मार दिया। हाँ, हम देखो अभी तुमको याद नहीं, लेकिन जब हम पीयू खेलते थे ना, हमको याद है कि भाई वो पीयू में एक समय था भाई, रैंडम्स थक गए थे, सबके सब थक गए थे। अबे जाना ही है, मैं यहाँ से क्यों नहीं जा रहा, खेलूंगा। अबे टाइम क्या, कैरेक्टर खेलना आना भी तो चाहिए। पोकेमॉन मॉन खेलने के लिए टाइम सिनर्जी सब लगती है। जिनके साथ खेल ले उनके साथ सिनर्जी है, फिर उतना टाइम है। अलग अलग एक मॉन तो ऐसा नहीं है ना कि एक मॉन आता है तो वही चलाते रहोगे। देखने वाले भी पक जाएंगे। अगर मैं एक ही मान लो स्लोवरो खेल रहा था, स्लोवरो ही खेलता रहा, या कोई भी एक खेला ना, लैप्रस खेल रहा हूँ, लैप्रस में चला गया। कुछ भी एक खेलते रहोगे तो पक ही जाएगा इंसान थोड़े समय के बाद।
Oh, and Nichka too.
कुछ लोगों को पंफी के
Oh,
बिना
she
खेलना
seems
नहीं
to be
आता,
doing much better now.
तो
She's
इसलिए
even out
फिर
and
ना वो
about.
समय लगेगा, और वो समय देना है
I'm
नहीं
sure
मेरे
it
को।
won't be long before she'll
उतना
be
टाइम मैं
playing
वैलो में
with
डाल
Chit
देता
and
हूँ,
the
और भाई
others.
बटन गेमिंग वाले
I
गेम
hope
में
so.
क्या सीखना, और
Here,
अब मेरे गेम
take
सेंस
now.
को बोलोगे
This
तो
is
वो
your inscription.
काफी सुधर गया
I've
है।
finished repairing it.
और मैं देखो
Oh,
एक बार में वैसे
thank
भी
you
मैं
for
इस समय
bringing
वैलो
it
में
back for
खेल
me.
रहा हूँ, तो मेरा
Oh, by the way,
एक तरीके
I
का
came
गेम वैसे
across
ही हो
a
गया
piece
है
of
मेरे
good
लिए
quality ore a while
वैलो
ago.
में।
I
और
was
वैलो
thinking
अच्छा
of
गेम है।
using it to make some pretty
मतलब
jewelry
मेरा
for
उसके
little Nichka.
लेवल का है नहीं,
I
क्योंकि वो
remember
इतने
that
सालों
Nichka
से
would
है,
become
लोग
so
बहुत उस पे
happy
हैं।
every time she
ब्रॉन्ज
saw a shiny
सिल्वर
ring.
की लॉबी तक मैं खेल
Right,
पाता हूँ,
Nichka?
ठीक है। उसके
I'm
ऊपर
sure
आ
she
जाएंगे
will.
मामला तो खराब हो
Thank
जाता है
you.
मेरे लिए। और वैलो में भी यही बीटी
My
है,
pleasure.
वैलो में तुम्हारे
Give me a
रैंडम्स कैसे
moment.
आ
I'll
रहे
bring the
हैं,
ore.
प्लस उसमें तो साला स्मर्फ नाम की चीज भी बड़ी दिक्कत है। लोगों के पास इतना टाइम होता है, नया अकाउंट बना के आ जाते हैं हरामखोर।
What kind would you like, Nichka?
पुरानी आईडी बैन हुई, साले अच्छे प्लेयर आ जाएंगे तुम्हारा ब्रॉन्ज लेवल पे, वो बीट हो जाती है।
She
तो
was
बहुत
always
दिक्कत है
asking me
उसमें भी।
before to make her an ancient ring with an ember core
बैटल
flower
रॉयल भाई,
design.
कौन सा बैटल रॉयल?
Noted.
बैटल
I'll
रॉयल में
make
भी
that
होना
as a
चाहिए ना।
gift for her next birthday.
स्टोरी मोड में गेम अगर देखो जैसे खेलता हूँ
Sorry,
तो तुम लोगों
Nichka.
का भी यही है ना,
Won't
फिर
be a
तुम लोगों
surprise
को
for
मजा
you.
नहीं आएगा स्टोरी मोड वाले में। या तुम लोग स्टोरी मोड देखना चाहो तो मेरे पास अभी देखो गॉड ऑफ वॉर में कर रहा था,
Thank you,
पूरा करा नहीं था,
Sharon.
दोबारा से स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ गॉड ऑफ वॉर। स्पाइडरमैन तो मैंने चलो
Found it.
स्ट्रीम पे शायद खत्म कर दिया था।
Sorry to keep you waiting.
स्पाइडरमैन के अगले पार्ट्स मेरे
Here,
पास पड़े हुए हैं,
please
देखना
take it.
चाहोगे तो कर लूंगा। बैटल रॉयल
By
अब
the
मन नहीं
way,
करता,
Nichka,
4 साल
feel
खेल
free
लिया
to write
काफी।
to me if you ever want to know more about ores.
जो
Well, I was
ये लो
shocked
देखो,
last time when you wrote me
इस
out of the
स्टोरी
blue
मोड्स बोरिंग।
asking for
हाँ
a
तो फिर वही बात है
volcanic
ना,
crystal.
तुम्हें वो है, तुम्हें उस टाइप की गेम देखने भी नहीं है तो फिर
Sorry about that.
सारी चीजें एक साथ
She
कैसे
can
होगी?
hardly contain
बात
her
तो वो भी है।
curiosity now that she started to recover.
तुम्हें देखना ऐसा ही गेम है जिसके अंदर मल्टीप्लेयर है, जिसके अंदर वो होते
She's
हैं।
still too weak
स्वॉर्ड
to go
खेल
out
रहा था
whenever she
स्टोरी
wants,
मोड तो।
so she begs me every day to
तो
help her
बात
make
वही है ना कि
letters to
तुम लोगों
people
को
in
जिस तरीके
trend
की
about
गेम सबके
ores
अलग अलग
and
पसंद है,
days.
और ज्यादातर जो तुम लोगों को पसंद है
That's
उसमें
how you
मतलब
know she's
मल्टीप्लेयर
one
हो,
of the children of echoes.
और या तो तुम
It's
लोग
normal
खेल
for
पाओ,
us to be interested
या
in
फिर
ore.
जिसमें कम से कम
Everything's looking
कॉम्पिटिटिव
up.
जिसका कॉम्पी वगैरह हो।
We're just like the
तो
main
इसीलिए
character
वैलोरेंट
of the
अभी
main
ट्राई कर रहा हूँ
version
कि
of Brave
वैलोरेंट
Brave when he was a
आ
prince
गई,
with his
स्किल
brother
ढंग की
Reedem.
आ गई। दो अभी देखो जैसे मैं 2 एजेंट खेलता हूँ, वो 2 एजेंट ठीक हो गए मेरे पहले से, तो जब स्टार्ट करा था उसके हिसाब से तो काफी कुछ आ चुका है। वो थोड़े 2 एजेंट अगर वो ढंग के हो गए, मैप समझ में आ
Story, we
वो,
should be
तो आगे जा करके स्किल के हिसाब से नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सकता है वैलोरेंट की स्ट्रीम करना शुरू कर दूँ,
to kill
पर उसमें समय
Brave
लगेगा उसको
goddess of
सीखने में।
mountains
वो
and
छोटा मोटा
fire.
गेम नहीं है।
Let my brother's name ever live
वैलो
on.
खेल नहीं पाओगे पर
He
तुम्हें
was
देखने में
sent
बढ़िया
as
लगेगा,
my
इतना मेरे को पता है।
blood in return.
मल्टीप्लेयर तो होना ही चाहिए, चाहे वो कोई भी हो।
Replied,
वैलो ऐसे जो गेम होते हैं ना, वो अपने आप तुम लोगों को पसंद आ जाएंगे। मेरे को पता है वैलो देखने की ऑडियंस बहुत है,
into the deepest of
बट वो
depths.
देखने वाली ऑडियंस और खेलने अगर
To kill
खेल नहीं
said,
पाओगे तो क्या होगा, बट
turn
देख
my blood
देखोगे भी
to
तो भी तुम्हें
fire,
सही अच्छा
so my
लगेगा।
heart may
ये मेरे को पता है।
illuminate the depths.
स्ट्रीनोविया
I
खेल
will
रहे
bring
हो?
my brother back before my
स्ट्रीनोविया क्या है?
blood runs dry.
नया गेम है क्या? जब देखते हैं
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nichka?
स्त्रीनोविया नहीं 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 अरे इस टाइप के गाचा में तो एक ही गेम खेल रहा अभी मैं वूवा चालू करा था वूवा भी बंद कर दिया है जो गेम मैं खेल नहीं सकता वो गेम देखने में फन में मेरे को पता है ना फन आएगा जब देखोगे ना तभी फन आ जाएगा क्योंकि तुम लोगों को गालियां देने में मजा आती है वो गेम है वो स्किल बेस्ड गेम है ना उसमें देने वाला है
Completely understand. Oh wait, Nichka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you.
That's not true. Actually, I already know the other ending.
You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom
पीयू
got
गाचा
you?
बन रहा पीयू गाचा बन रहा पीयू में भी
What are
गाली
you all
देने में
chatting
मजा
about
आता
so happily?
अबे तुम लोगों को देने वाला जिसमें स्किल इशू तुमको देखने के लिए मिलेगा ना
This traveler
तो
and
तुमको
I were
देखने में
just
मजा आएगा
talking about the
और
ending.
वैलो में
Just
बहुत
talking
वो है
about how the
तुम्हारा
battle
हल्का था
was
स्किल इशू हुआ
defeated and
पीयू में
everyone
क्या
returned
तुम्हारा
home
स्किल इशू
safe.
हुआ तुम चलो 20
Our
सेकंड के
happy
बाद
endings
तो
always
10 सेकंड के
nice.
बाद रिवाइव होके आ जाओगे
If you
दोबारा
already read the whole
वैलोरेंट
thing,
में नहीं होता
what will Mom
मर
tell
गए तो
you
मर
to
गए
do at
स्किल इशू
bedtime?
तुम्हारा तुरंत दिखा देता है
Guess you'll have to
वो
go to
देखने में
bed
मजा आएगा
early
मेरे को पता
tonight.
है
But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time.
बस ये कि तुम्हें अब कुछ दिन शुरू के वक्त टिकना
Okay,
पड़ेगा
Mom.
अब तुम बिल्कुल ही नहीं देखोगे तो फिर अलग बीटी है एक दो दिन देख लिया ना फिर तुम्हें खुद में अपने आप में समझ में आ जाएगा कि
We'll
हाँ
be able to give Nechka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But you
ठीक
know,
है
for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday.
वेलकम कहाँ
Where
जा
are
रहे
we
हैं हम
headed to next, Auntie?
ऐसे लेफ्ट टू इट
Next, let's visit Apaish Palan. He should be close by.
यार मुझे भूख लग
Stay close,
रही है
Nichka.
और मैं
Don't
कुछ
go too
मंगाने जा
far.
रहा हूँ
Yes,
लेट्स सी
Mom.
व्हाट कैन आई ऑर्डर चलते चलते या लेट्स स्टार्ट करके एंगेज करके नहीं जाएंगे यही है
All right.
Why
अबे
do my eyebrows keep twitching today? Strange.
इतना इतना भी मत
That
अपने
means you're about to
आगे
hit
में
the
उड़ा
jackpot,
करो कि फिर
Apaish
मैं उड़ा
Palan.
दूं तुम लोगों को
I
चैट ब्रो
didn't expect
पढ़ा
to
क्या
have
पढ़
two
लिया होगा
immigrants
शायद से
coming
कौन
in
सा वाला
today.
स्ट्रोनोविया ट्राई करो ना वैलो जैसा ही है
What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli?
रुको ये वाली की बात कर रहे हो ना हाँ समझ गया तुम कौन सी वाली की बात कर रहे हो वो शायद से पहले हो तो सर अभी बीटा में चल रहा है और वो पर उनको कोई मतलब नहीं है एक ही जैसा गेम हाँ समझ गया मैं ये खेल रहे थे लोग
Offering a discount just like that?
नहीं
Tlazoli
है
sure
नॉट
has
दैट गुड
connections.
मैंने देखा जितना और शायद ये इसके सर्वर्स में भी इंडिया में है
I
नहीं
did a lot for the tribe.
ठीक है तो इसके भी
Could I
बीटी
offer
है
a discount?
स्ट्रिनोविया का
Thank you for your generosity. I finished repairing your Blasium inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nechka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told
और
me
भाई
that
बोलने की
Mom
इजाजत
given
है
a lot
इजाजत
to
वही है जैसे इसने वो बोला ना उसको मैंने डिलीट मार दिया उतनी ही इजाजत है
Your family.
तो थोड़ा देखना भरना है ना इसको भरो
You.
कर खानदान पे मत जाना
If
वो
you
चैट
do,
में मत
I
लिखना
think
कम
we
से
can
कम
also look
बाकी
for
इसको
more.
भरना जितना भरना है भर दो खानदान पे मत जाना
Oh,
चैट
no
पे
need to stand on ceremony,
वो
Auntie.
बीसी में
Go
जाओ
ahead and pick
मार लो
something for
जितना
Nechka.
डिस्कॉर्ड में वो बनाया था
These
ना
drills and small clamps
डिस्कॉर्ड में
are
चैनल
good
बना के दिया था ना
quality.
तुम लोगों
The
को कौन सा
measurements
था
of each part are exact, and they're
मुझे
always
चैनल का नाम नहीं याद
very
है
durable.
हाँ ये एज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड
I
वाला
always come here to buy
वहाँ
things
जाओ
if
भर
I
दो
find myself in a
चैट
pinch.
में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है टैग करके भर दो
Do you have any child-friendly
डिस्कॉर्ड पे
safety
जाके
scissors?
डिस्कॉर्ड
I've
में
never seen
जनरल पे
afforded
मत करना
from
एज
styles.
रिस्ट्रिक्टेड वाले में जो कर सकते हो कर लो कोई
I
दिक्कत नहीं
have
है
a few in stock, but I put
वो बनाया
No
ये
need to
18
bring
प्लस
them all
चैनल
the
है
way
कि वो
here. Why
वहाँ
don't
पे
you just
जिसको
go
जो
to the back
भरना
and
है दो
choose there? It
वहाँ
should
पे
be
नहीं
easy
डिलीट
at the
करता
moment.
मैं इट्स
I
डिनर
don't know
टाइम
much
चलो
about
फिर
that
डिनर
kind of
करके आओ भाई
scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
करो 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 मैं भी देख रहा
Look,
हूँ यार क्या
there are
खाऊं
too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors.
वहाँ से मैं उड़ाता
If
भी
you
नहीं
don't
हूँ
come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechka would like.
ये ऐसे
Come
इनविटेशन
on,
दे रहे हो
Auntie.
ना ये
It'll only take a moment.
छोड़ो गलत हो जाएगा ये जो इनविटेशन दे रहे हो रात को
And there goes
क्या
Shalom
यार
dragging
एक तो
Tlazoli
छोटे
out to
छोटे
buy more
बच्चे
stuff.
क्या क्या
what a
बोले
busy
यार
day.
अभी मेरे को लगता नहीं है कि
I
तुम लोगों
wonder
को बर्बाद करना मेरे को सही नहीं काम लगता वो इसलिए बस मैं गालियां नहीं देता
who's your
वरना मैं
favorite
बर्बाद
character
जिस दिन
in
ये मैंने
Tale
छोड़
of
दिया ना उस
Grace?
दिन
I'm on
बर्बाद हो
favorite.
जाओगे तुम लोग
You, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could.
क्या रे कभी से अटैक करा?
What about you, Nichka? Which character do you like?
I like Remak.
Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlikwe, but never forgot his brother Tequil. He was also an amazing character. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlikwe in the final battle.
कैसा ये रात को हनीमून?
Of course! A
अच्छा,
story's
चेस भी
only
खेलते हो?
interesting if you can really get immersed.
ये भी सही है.
Hey, Nichka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequil, okay?
This looks cream of spinach. सूप पीने का मेरा मन नहीं है.
Miss Traveler,
बाहर तुम्हारे देके गए
can
हैं
I
500 का
play the
पास्ता.
role of Kuatlikwe?
हद है भाई, लूटने की भी हद है.
Isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance.
Ate Remak? What the hell?
Right, she read the version with a happy ending. And that one, Kuatlikwe was defeated and the brothers both survived. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nichka. Paimon's read both versions, so she'll be able to play along.
My favorite line is the one from the end. It's
Okay.
Come here, Nichka.
So,
Look at
seems
you.
like
You're
Magdi would be
sweating.
the.
Mom.
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We've picked something up for Nichka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up.
भाई मैं बता रहा हूँ मेरा मन नहीं है, मैं बोर हो गया ये एक ही चीज के लिए, नेचका के लिए
Now
ये
that Paimon thinks about it,
पता
Let's
नहीं
tuck
क्या
in here. Just
पागल
trust me
बना है.
and act normal for now.
जल्दी खत्म हो जा भाई.
Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nichka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home.
Let's go then. Where? Hmm.
I finished repairing your blaze gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it so it shouldn't fall apart so easily now.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nichka get better.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're both too polite for your own good.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale blaze gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices then.
Seems like that.
Ronan,
We already know what's going on.
Well, we are doing our
you
best.
had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Pakal ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time Pakal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry.
इसकी माँ का
I've been
भाई
talking
सब.
my head off. Please.
What
come in
the
and have a seat.
fuck?
Sure, we
No
can sit
way,
for a
dude,
moment,
no way.
but
I'm not gonna
Miss
spend
Chevin,
this much
can I
on
go
this.
see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry
कैसे
very
दिया?
closely yet.
नहीं. Not in the mood. Well, I have to buy you some. Yes.
Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have.
Paimon.
You haven't bought any
इतनी
jewelry for
greedy
a
है
while,
ये.
Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
इतनी greedy है ये.
Come on, Nichka. We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out.
Miss Traveler,
What
Come
happened?
here, Nachka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shalonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nachka's birthday in a few days, and there's...
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry to celebrate.
That seems like a good thing to do. What?
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going. You forget to take care of yourself once you start playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk.
I didn't.
Nachka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom.
Nichka's looking at us.
Something.
Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
Stay quiet.
No, Nachka was having so much fun today that she forgot the time.
Well, yeah, it's not a big deal.
deal.
Exactly.
Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her.
No,
Let's
something
go,
is wrong.
Nachka. It's time to go home.
Seems right. It is fishy. No, yeah, actually seeing थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट कर लिया. ये सच में fishy नहीं, थोड़ा नहीं, ज़्यादा fishy लग रहा है अभी ये.
Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today. Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party.
Well,
All right.
definitely we will
It's
be there.
nearly bedtime for Nachka, so let's part our ways here.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I
Seems like that.
understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste? It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nachka?
Yeah. Thanks, Shalonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh, what's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published.
Let's see.
It was released long before Nachka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Shilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nachka's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nachka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nachka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories?
Yes.
I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home. I
do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I
Yes.
beg your pardon?
Nichka, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nachka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nichka. You're the one who
Wanted
wanted the
the
book.
thing.
Only you
Yeah.
can speak for yourself.
Now this is getting interesting. अब मेरा ध्यान आ रहा है
We're listening, Nichka. Right here, right
right
now.
now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nichka remembers it.
I
Nichka.
know. I know everything. Shalonen, help me, please.
Something's blocking the door.
Get back.
Oh भाई, what the hell?
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nichka's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here.
Well, there is
If she's
no.
trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go.
Oh,
Come on, follow me.
ये तो stills डाले हैं, not on the moving images. चलते हैं.
Bring it.
ओके. यहाँ पे अरे इजी है ये तो. बमचो यहाँ है, बमचे इनको तो मैं ऐसे कर लूँगा. ओके, क्या सोचा?
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Well, easy peasy. Chest तो मिल गया, easy है. What about here? There's nothing. There's something. I don't see anything.
Time to go.
जो मुझे चाहिए होता और है नहीं. ओ भाई लावा है. अरे लेट्स गो. इजी है.
Bring it!
Oh why? Okay. At least there is this thing.
One with nature.
ना जान सकते हैं. क्या ना है? ना भाई लावास में नहीं चल सकते हैं. What can I do here? Okay, I can try going. चढ़ने वाली रॉक ही नहीं दिया इन्होंने. Okay, Kinich would have been helpful here, but let's see. What are the other ways? Mhm. साला कोई तरीका ही नहीं है क्या जाने का? Okay.
Into the wind.
What the heck?
Bring it!
One with nature.
चलो हीलर होने का तो ये काम तो है ही एटलीस्ट।
Into the wind.
अबे कुछ तो चढ़ने के लिए दो। हाउ द हेल, क्या बवासीर बना बे। तो मैं एक बार अगर इधर आ गया हूँ तो वैसे भी मैं कहीं नहीं जा सकता। दिस मींस दैट ओनली।
The show begins.
Follow the wind. The wind knows me.
जल गया रे बाबा। उसको तो मैंने वोल्केनो स्नान करा दिया। चरक काजुआ।
Into the wind.
Now, there is honestly there is nothing that Kazuo can do.
Chit.
Or can he?
Oh, brilliant!
One with nature.
Okay, if I go here, cancel.
Into the wind.
कंफर्म भी करना पड़ेगा। हाँ, दोबारा स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा। आई हैव टू। गिर नहीं सकते। आई कांट अफोर्ड टू।
May I present?
और उस केस में काम करते हैं, अगर मैं अपनी शिलोने ले ही नहीं जा सकता या इसकी जगह पे ना काम करते हैं।
A walk would be nice.
Let's have Zhongli as well. Zhongli का खंबा शायद से हमें हेल्प कर दे चढ़ने में। Zhongli might help us here. चलो, let's go. चीट कोड लेके जाते हैं हम। अगर गिर गए तो इस बार
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
और
Why
रुको।
are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
One with nature.
Bring it!
Forget it!
Oh,
व्हाट द हेल। चलो हाँ, मैं इसी के लिए तो कर रहा था ये तो जान के।
Solidify.
अरे यार, उसके अंदर घुसने को किसने बोला तुम्हें? खंबे खंबे क्यों घुसे हो उधर? जल्दी डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाओ, जल्दी टूट रहे खंबे। वेलकम बैक जगत भाई।
Stabilize.
खंबे के लिए मुझे वापस से 5 सेकंड वेट करना पड़ेगा। 2 1 एंड लेट्स से जोंगली ढंग का खंबा दियो।
The wind knows me.
अब ये मेरे पास हमेशा रहने वाला है ना।
Into the wind.
चलो स्टोरी बस हाँ। ओ भाई, यहाँ पे एंटर, ठीक है। ओ अबे इसकी मम्मी। ओके फाइनली एवरीथिंग। जादू क्यों ना देखने वाला? लेट्स सी, देखते हैं देखते हैं देखते हैं। वो तो देख ही लिया था मैंने वैसे भी कि they are doing something fishy।
Come on, show me your courage.
यस आ जाओ जल्दी आओ बच्चों।
The wind knows
कम
me.
टू डैडी।
Strike.
Forget it.
हाँ
Gather.
अबे चौंगली के। ओ भाई लेजर है क्या? Can I? Seems like I can't.
Solidify.
One with nature.
She is not real nature। वो मेरा
Bring it!
पता चल जाएगा। ओके यहाँ से जाना है क्या? भाई तो ये 2D गेम बना दिया है साला इन्होंने। एक्चुअली उन्होंने ये वाले क्वेस्ट में तो 2D एस्पेक्ट में चीज़ें सोचनी पड़ रही हैं मुझे।
Gather.
The wind knows me.
Bring it!
ओके ओहो चलो kiddos.
All right, let's finish this fast.
Oh, brilliant!
One with nature.
That was quick.
The wind knows me.
Gather.
Yoo-hoo! The door's closed here too.
भाई किधर
Where should we
जाना?
go now?
अब क्या है बे?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
Chest, I'm not missing something ना?
Into the wind.
हाँ मैं सिर्फ देख रहा हूँ कि मैं कोई चेस्ट वगैरह तो साइड में रखा हुआ जो मैं मिस कर रहा हूँ, तो वो नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. चेस्ट सारे कलेक्ट करके जाऊँ. व्हाट्स अ डोमेन एंड फिर वो बाद में मिलेगा नहीं. ओके.
All right, let's keep going.
ओ भाई.
Bring it.
नेचर इज ऑलरेडी डेड. हाँ वो देख के लग रहा है. अबे क्या है इसमें? स्टार्ट दो ना ढंग से. जाओ कैसे? ओके. ओ भाई सही टाइम पे अंदर आया हूँ मैं. And I'm not missing anything. No. Doesn't seem like I'm missing anything. भाई लावा लावा लावा. What the freakish?
You got here quick. Impressive.
Zoli.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to
Just
save
my
my
charge.
daughter. Even though
कोई
she's
ना
not my
लावा
daughter
क्रॉस
yet.
करना नहीं पड़ेगा. हाँ पता है.
Once everything is over, she will really become my Nechka.
What?
What's she saying? Is she not Nechka?
Nichka? Oh, confused
So
me.
you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka.
Mm-hmm.
She
अरे
has stayed
समझा
in
मैं.
that kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold.
समझ गया मैं
I
क्या
am the
करना
one
हो
who made her
क्या
stay
होना
there
चाहा.
alone, so
अब
I
आए यहाँ
must
पे.
bring her back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
And this is where Night Kingdom.
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka.
ये स्मार्ट
raised her and took care of her
संस्कार
for
जैसे
many
करना
years.
चाहते हैं बट इन
I
जादू
thought
टोना
that taking her in
समझा
would
मैं.
help me feel
स्मार्ट
better.
संस्कार मूवी
I
शायद
was
सुनी
so
सुनी सी लग
happy
रही
the
कहीं
first
को.
time she was willing to call me mom. But then, I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. It could only be Nechka. How could I be happy? My little Nechka is still waiting for me to get her home.
Are you seriously
As I
out of your
said,
mind?
I only want to bring Nachka back, even if it costs me
राम
everything.
पोथीनिधि का movie है. Okay.
And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use.
अच्छा.
If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nachka's ancient name. Shilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the blaze gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nachka's ancient name. After Nachka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
Are you seriously? Get behind me, Paimon.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Well, we can't let her harm an innocent child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nachka.
Yes.
Don't worry. Mom is here.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2.
Wake up,
Fair.
Nachka. Now. Please, wake up.
1.
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nachka.
ओ भाई.
Keep back. Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nachka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Oh भाई. This is some crazy shit. Ancient name ने तो रोशनी कर दी.
Telasoli,
ये
you're
तो
the one
torch
who
निकला.
twisted Nachka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse. In ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you.
Nachka.
Nachka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam.
Oh.
We've known
Shit.
each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nachka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nepeka.
Nachka? Nepeka?
really suits you.
What the hell?
Nepeka. I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
What the heck?
Every
She doesn't want to be Nachka.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go? Nechka?
She
Nechka,
doesn't want to be
where are
Nechka.
you? Answer, Mummy. Please. Please, Shilonen. You saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right. Those gray
You
shadows
weren't.
were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright, I'll start it again and Nechka will...
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
Enough, Tlasoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder.
वो
What
जब
did they
निपिच का
feel
बोलेगी कि
but
वो नेचर
abject
जैसा बनना
pain
चाहता
and
अरे
sorrow?
नेचर जैसा बनना चाहता है that's a different thing.
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka. To see her again.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've
That
turned
is
her name into
something.
a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings... what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again. Every day. Every single day, I've hated myself. And ancient names, too. Who knows? Maybe hate
It would have been the only
thing
thing left to her too. Mm-hmm.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you?
He should.
Do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Shilonen, Nichka, Napecha can
Nape-
already stand now, so we made our way over.
Well, I can carry you.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nachka helped me just now,
So it
so it doesn't
hurt
hurt
much
much anymore.
तो 60
That's good.
films मिलने
If
वाला
you
है
became
ना
Nichka,
take care of
then
अपने
this story
बच्चा
would really become the To Kill the Brave.
हाँ
This isn't the place to chat.
come on
let-
let's get out
But
of
what about Tlasoli?
the story.
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
Okay. Now, Zhongli, you can go back. Yeah, sure.
Need to hire a duelist?
During the friendship level almost 4 वाली है 10. What about her? इसकी 4 है 5 होने वाली है. उनकी तो फ्रेंडशिप जल्दी फार्म हो जाएगी. In a week maybe.
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did.
ऊपर रस्सियों से बांध रखा है, वाह.
As for now, we can get away from the house and
Get some sun.
After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned
Jeez.
out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time.
Mhm.
It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nachka, and she even nearly succeeded.
आज तो शायद नहीं क्योंकि अभी मेरे को पाइमॉन का भी अकाउंट लॉगिन करना है उसके डेलीज और उसके
She went right
खत्म
into
करने अभी
action
मुझे
and
मेरे भी
controlled
करने
the
हैं
situation
रेजिन वगैरह. चलो मैं अपना
It's all
रेजिन
thanks
शायद
to
आज यूज
Napeika's
ना करूं
resilience.
बट
She
अभी मेरे को
never
पाइमॉन
gave
के
up.
करने हैं.
If it weren't for her bravely trying to
उसके
get
बाद
help,
अगर देखो
then
मूड में रहा ना
I
तो
wouldn't
कर
have
दूंगा.
noticed Auntie's plans
बट
so
हाँ
easily.
मेरे को अपना अकाउंट दे रखा है ना कर दूंगा हार्मोनिक फार्म उसका टेंशन मत लो.
After all,
वो मैं फार्म कर
this
दूंगा.
was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who
अरे सिर्फ
visited
4
before,
कंटेंट्स फार्म
but
करने क्या. हाँ
they were
वो फिर
okay
तो
even
इजी है.
if
मुझे
I
लगा
told them everything.
फ्रजाइल वगैरह रखे हैं
Tlasoli
उनसे
would
बोल
just
रहा हूँ.
blame my illness to cover it up.
4 कंटेंट्स तो
All
इजी
she
हैं.
had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her, but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get...
You have us now, Napeika. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Shilonen will send them flying.
तुम क्या करोगे पाइमॉन?
Yeah. Sorry. I just can't help it.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help.
ताकि मैं तुझे कुछ
Shilonen isn't
अच्छा
the
मिल
kind
जाए
of
मेरी.
person who gets
मेरे
distracted
मैथड से
easily
कुछ
by
नहीं मिलना
crying.
भाई. वो तो
She
लत है
pays
अकाउंट
attention
का.
when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
वो
And it was because
बहुत
of your
ज़्यादा
help
कुछ फर्क नहीं
that I
पड़ेगा.
was able to
But
pick
हाँ
up on the
करता हूँ.
details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help.
Welcome here, Nipichka. नहीं Nipichka नहीं Nipicha. Nipicha. Nichka Nipicha.
Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Napeika locked up in a room
Nipika.
again.
So we had a part to play too.
डैमेज पड़ेगा तो
Where
डेफ
did
निकलता
Tlasoli
है.
even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nachka was alive, surely
अरे ऐसे
many
कुछ नहीं
tribe
होता.
members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Napeika wasn't Nachka?
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka. It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Lol.
Whoa. And you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had.
Well, you can't
Calm
reveal the
down,
truth without
Paimon.
taking
Calm
some
your
risks, right?
horses.
If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start? The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst case scenario actually happened.
आप कर लो चीफ सी
But
मैंने
now
हाँ सी
that I
मैंने
look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So,
True.
what should I do now, Shalonin?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
Yes.
But I don't know what I can do.
You can do a lot of things, kiddo. You can do
Everything
everything.
I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm not her, but I can only be like her.
Okay.
I don't know, Shalonin. I
मुझे
just
पहले नूलेट C1
don't
करना
know.
चाहिए या फिर ज़ॉम्बी निकालना चाहिए.
Oh,
C1
don't
के
worry,
पीछे मत
Nepeka.
भागो.
The Blaze Gem inscription
ज़ॉम्बी
isn't
निकाल लो मेरी.
working
It will
anymore.
help you out.
No one will force you to be somebody else again.
क्योंकि ज़ॉम्बी मल्टीपल टीम्स में चल देगा.
I
बहुत सारे
don't
कॉम्बिनेशन में
remember
यूज कर
anything
सकते
about
हो.
myself now besides my name.
और एक कैरेक्टर एक्स्ट्रा आ जाएगा जो
Shalonin?
कि इस समय थिएटर का कंटेंट है.
What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasoi's collection and made this as a mold.
ऐसा क्या?
Blaze gem inscription. You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top.
Oh.
This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts.
True that.
It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I
You
don't
already need to,
remember
kiddo.
anything.
Just remember, we are here to help you.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide. Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to step into your future.
I'll do my best.
You can do it, Nepeka.
Yes, you can do it. And we will always be with you.
Thank you all. Shalonin, Paimon, and Miss Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop.
जल्दी खत्म
I
हुआ.
can handle another mouth to feed.
So do you think we can find nothing wrong?
Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh? Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and, one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Finally, bhai, finally it's over. I can live in peace now. Maybe नहीं हुआ? Are you freaking kidding me?